Gosh dang it. Of course it's changed.
Because
and also,
it's working now.
Well, Roxy, you and David are flipped.
Well, doesn't he want to be Claudius tonight? I can fix that really.
Claudius.
I am Claudius Rumtree. Thank you very much.
I'm Professor Dalphus Hardgrove, Esquire, and I am a 1,000-year-old professor of archaeology. I know so many things because I existed then.
Did you threaten my wife, you codgy old bastard? I will cut you.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
That is some straight Claudius.
So now we've just officially switched.
Well, it's not the Claudius we've seen yet, but yeah, there's that potential.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Have we figured out the audio issue yet?
Oh yeah, no, we've been. It's been fixed for a minute.
It started working.
No,
okay.
Ms. Rumtree is mine.
Oh, excuse me. Don't let Amanda hear you say that. All right. So yeah, go on. I'm switching David and I around.
Okay, so we're good. Okay.
We're good.
Hey,
Sorry
welcome
about
back
that,
to
y'all.
the Illuminated Page here on Quiett Gentleman Entertainment. I am Matt. I'll be running the game like normal. I'm joined by Shawn playing Aaron Lockhart, private investigator. Jimmy Ray Sheridan being played by John Thompson.
Hello.
We went with Jimmy? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he went with Jimmy.
Make a note.
Jimmy.
I think we discussed Billy, but
Jimmy.
he liked Jimmy better.
Jimmy's good.
Jimmy Ray.
Claudius Rumtree being played by the estimable, Joel Rumtree.
The inestimable.
Roxanne Thompson. I'm just going to call you by your other character name. It's fine.
I'm Claudius being played by Jewel. No.
And then we've got David playing Professor Dalphus Hardgrove.
I'm just a dude pretending to be a dude playing another dude.
There you go. And we left last time. It's been a little while ago. There was some moving.
Oh my gosh.
Last time we were together, we were in Australia. The investigators had fled Cairo because there's stuff that they wanted. I believe the quote was there's stuff that that could have been done, but they just didn't want to do it.
No, I think it was we didn't want to die.
No, you're pretty sure you said there's other things we could do here, but we don't want to.
It's not wrong.
So they headed to Australia, ended up in Sydney, talked with a Professor Anthony Cowles about some Sandbat information. Dalphus gave him a journal that he'd been keeping, kind of chronicling. Thank you. The story of what had been going on so far, and they are still kind of at tea, and that's kind of where we ended the game then. Before we get into the intro video, I just wanted to tell you guys thank you for showing up tonight. We're happy to have you here. As always, if you're not subscribed, consider it. If you got Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription through Twitch Prime. Otherwise, it's the subscriptions are not that expensive. We're going to be working over the next couple of months to get things kind of settled on what we give out as rewards for subscriptions and bits and channel points. So keep an eye out for that because it'll be fun to do. And then subscribe. Oh, and follow us if you're not following us. Jeez.
Please do.
So that you get notified when we go live. I think that's it. Do I need to announce anything else? You guys are back next week with the Shell game?
Yep, final episode
of the Shell game.
Final show. Oh.
Thank you for the
Can't
follow,
wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the follow, Vampire.
Yeah, that's been a really fun game to do.
And then on Tuesday, you're also going to be back with something.
Tomes of Isolation,
right
a Pirate's Pact
Yes.
Part 3, which is the interactive 7th Sea novel that has been going really well. It's a ton of fun. It's very well written. It's a great story, and John is having a blast kind of working through it. And
we are loving it.
Yeah, we love audience participation. A lot of us are in the chat. We'd love to see new people pop in, so please do, because you're helping him make the choices that are shaping the character's tale.
Fantastic. So let's go ahead and get that video,
that beautiful intro
video
footage
going.
Alrighty.
And we'll be right back.
See you in a sec, y'all.
right. Are we? I think we're back. Hey,
We're back.
So welcome back. So let's jump right back in. You guys are still at tea with with Professor Anthony Cowles and also Professor Dodge. Right?
Yes, yeah. Dodge
Yep.
was there. He didn't have a whole lot to say yet. He was just like, Professor Hardgrove? Is that you?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Dodge is obviously the junior of the two professors, and he's just kind of been following along. He's not being impolite. He just doesn't have a lot to specifically say. Professor Cowles does speak up. And he says, it might be helpful for me to walk you through my New York, the lecture I did in New York City. I've got everything ready for it. I got everything back at the office. I could put it together in maybe 15 minutes or so and walk you through what I believe is out here. I did mention that if you were looking for shipping, that might be on the less than legitimate side of things, that Darwin would be more likely the place to find that. But I also think that maybe you might want to track down some information on what's his name? Okay, McWhirr.
That's right.
And try and follow some of the information that was in his notes, but also his contacts in Port Hedlund might have more information about what happened out there and what led to that journal entry or the diary entries you looked at.
Okay.
So before we get into the journal, that's the one where the guy went out into the desert and.
Yes. So
Okay.
The journal entry is the one that goes through the month of March. That's Nyarlathotep Papers number 36. Roxy, if you want to toss that up real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Give me 1 second. Keep it talking.
So basically, it goes over that they were in the wilderness, and that they found something interesting out there. And there's going to be more information about what that all was in Port Hedlund. There will be more contacts there for that if you want to look into that.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I think we were talking about heading that direction. We just hadn't gotten out of this dinner yet.
At tea, not dinner.
Tea.
Tea.
So Darwin is so Sydney, you're down here in Sydney.
Right.
Darwin's going to be up here. Port Hedland's over here. So you can make a swing and hit Darwin and then Port Hedland. That might be the best way if you wanted to stop at both of those.
Is that something that we could charter a private boat for, or would we need to find? Because how long is that
so
travel?
you can charter a private flight.
Okay, cool.
Hypothetically, you can take a train, but it would be way slower. And then you could just get a boat. There are plenty of boats that go from Sydney to Darwin and then from Darwin to Port Hedland. Okay. If you really wanted to charter a private boat, I'm sure that could be done as well.
Well, doesn't Claudius have a facility here in Sydney?
I do.
Yes, he has warehouses.
I have warehouses.
So, so Claudius would definitely have contacts for that then.
Yeah, for sure. One question I do have, just because it's been a hot minute, and I may have missed this a second ago while I was looking at my journal. Is McWhirr alive?
I don't believe so.
Or are we just going to the location where he wrote his diary?
You're going to go to the location he wrote his diary and get more information from the people that were there at the time.
Okay,
hopefully.
Cool. And his diary was...
And actually, Professor Dodge does finally speak up, and he says, I know a man in Port Hedland, where's his name? Robert McKenzie. Mr. McKenzie worked with Mr. McWhirr, held on to quite a few of his effects, and they were good working partners. So he would have more information there as well.
And McWhirr was also an archaeologist or a cultologist.
He was an archaeologist, but not an academic.
Okay.
No, it's like an adventure seeker.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
In Port Hedlund. So how long ago was this diary written? I know it says March. Is that March of this year, or is this March?
No, March of... Sorry, looking for it. $1921.
Okay, so about
Not that long ago.
4 years ago.
that was about the time of the Carlisle expedition, was it not?
It was a little after.
A little
It was
after,
a year
okay.
or two after. Yeah.
Okay.
Dodge says if you guys are headed, if you folks are headed out to Port Hedlund, I'd be happy to go with you, and act kind of as an introduction to Mr. McKenzie, and then make sure that if you need anything to get out into the desert, I'd be happy to help get that put together with contacts there as well.
Fantastic.
Go ahead, Aaron. You can roll psychology if you'd like.
Yeah, because I'm like paranoid and twitchy.
Yeah, I can hear the paranoia.
Ooh, 13 and my psychology. Where's my psychology?
It's 10, I thought.
Is it
It's
10?
20. It's 23. So I made a successful roll.
Oh,
Mark
is your
that box.
psychology at 23
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've earned my psychology.
There is an ulterior motive there, but it's more. It seems more that sees a chance to do research and not have to foot the bill.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, like, he doesn't have to go find people to give him money or do anything. He just has to follow the rich people out into the desert.
Right.
And I think Dalphus will tell you later, yeah, that's the way you do it.
Follow the money. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting all my
Nothing
dice.
happens without the funding.
That's right.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm getting all my dice together. I'm not even in Claudius' brain yet. Claudius, give me your brain.
Hey, Roxy, could I get you to kick the music in?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was getting ready to, and then I got
No, it's okay.
distracted. I put up the handout and lost all thoughts.
No, it's okay.
So I'm gonna bump this down here.
Yeah, so for our viewers at home, we're going to try out some mood music tonight and see how it goes. And if it creeps out the players, then we'll keep it. And if it doesn't, and it acts as a distraction, we might get rid of it. We'll see. It worked really well 2 weeks ago because it creeped the crap out of me.
Oh, yeah, with Bunkhouse B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that
Yeah.
bird started chirping, I was like, what the?
Where? No. Can y'all
There
hear
are
it?
no birds chirping this time. Yeah, I can hear it. It's coming in just like a light on the light end.
Okay, I'm bringing
But
it
that's
back.
good. That's
Bringing it
kinda-
up a little bit. There we go.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to go back with Dr. Cowles
Well-
to view?
Yes, would love to see that journal, and would also we're going to need a place to stay, Mr. Professor Cowles. I hate to, we don't want to impose on your good nature, but is there somewhere that you might recommend?
I'm sure that I can convince the university. Is it just going to be for a night or two, or do you plan to stay longer?
Sure, yeah, just for a night or two. We just, we just got off the boat, right? Didn't we? Didn't we come off the boat and head here? I
Yeah.
don't think we stayed anywhere overnight.
No, you did not. I can set up somewhere for you to stay in university housing. Shouldn't be an issue if it's just for a couple of nights.
Okay.
And then that way you'll have somewhere local to be.
Sweet. Well, he wouldn't say that. That is most kind of you. You see Dalphus, or can you see? Man, I'm doing it again. I'm getting the names mixed up.
Claudius.
Can't you see Claudius just going sweet?
Sweet, brah.
Yeah, dude, sweet.
Just gotta finish it the southern way. Oh, sweet tea.
That's right. Well, Claudius is from Detroit, although he does dip into that southern accent because I don't know any other accents to do.
That's fine.
That's my acting skills, y'all. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll go back and check out that journal for sure.
You mean the lecture?
Yeah,
The
lecture
lecture.
first, and then
The lecture.
okay.
My mistake.
So you guys finish up tea. head back to the university. Dr. Cowles makes a couple of calls. Dodge pulls out his lecture slideshow. That's right, you're watching the slideshow. Congratulations, it's 1925.
Nice. Did they have slide projectors in 1925?
Yes, they did. According to this module here, it says that it shows you slides.
Nice.
So they did not have the carousel, so he's going to have to do individual ones.
Okay, well that makes more sense then.
As I learned from Mad Men, the carousel was not invented until the 60s.
Nice.
Really quick, just so a little bit of what my character would be doing. As we're traveling around, I do want to say that Jimmy Ray kind of does the whole security thing, and he's watching to see if people are following us or if we pick up any tails or things like that.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
That is a... What does it... Okay, so 2 would be...
That'd be an extreme
It'd
success.
be an extreme success,
Extreme, thank
probably,
you.
no matter what.
Not the, like...
No, critical is only on a 1.
Okay, thank you. It's been a bit.
So you happen to notice laying out on one of the tables as you're getting ready to leave, like 4 or 5 pages deep, a notice that 2 men are wanted in Cairo in connection to the murder of a state official. And they're listed as Aaron Lockhart and Professor Dalphus Hardgrove.
Woohoo! We made the papers.
I'll as we go by, I'm going to nonchalantly just pick it up.
Oh yeah. There's nobody, like the papers just kind of been left on the table.
And as we walk, as we're out on the street, I'll pass it over to probably Aaron. Aaron's probably the next, in my character's estimation, like the next combat-y kind of person.
Sure. Yeah, so there's a short story, just that a public official for the Antiquities Department had been murdered, and that both you and the professor are wanted for questioning. Not that you're suspects, but that you are believed to have fled the country. And so they are currently on the lookout. And it's not like they sent it here. It's more like they sent it to English-speaking countries where the British might have a hand in apprehending you, because the British have that weird connection with Egypt and do some things for the government, but not all the things. It's complicated.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read the article, and I'm going to hand it to the professor, and kind of nonchalantly, I was like, you might want to be... You show him the paper, let him read it, and be like, unfortunately, you're the most recognizable right now.
What a mess.
I mean, yeah, I know, and I don't even remember the official's name, but poor guy died in that pyramid.
I don't think he ever got a name.
Yeah, no,
this
that's
world.
right. No, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't even remember his name. I mean, he was the first to go, basically.
Yeah.
Was it Matt or Ash or...
Are we talking about our guide?
Yeah, that was the one that took us into the pyramid.
The one that was supposed to make sure you guys didn't screw anything up, like, important in the pyramids.
Which, he's the one that wanted to touch a jewel, so it's his fault.
He wanted to light
it on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please, Aaron, not say that he wanted to touch Jewel? That upsets me. I might.
No, the jewels. The jewels.
Oh, the gems that he... Jewel mentioned that, yeah.
So you guys head back, get everything set up. It's probably 25 minutes when Dr. Cowles, or Professor Cowles, comes in. Says, I've gotten you all set up in a couple of rooms in one of the community housings. As long as you don't mind, you'll be around some students. Shouldn't be an issue at all. You'll have it for 3 nights, and then after that, we will have to revisit that with the university if you need it longer.
Was it Zaid Mustafa?
No, that was your guy. That was your guide. He did not go. We had a bureaucrat from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not give him a name.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he was just an unknown. Zaid was the guy that you hired.
Hey,
Yeah.
Roxy, you can take a look at our stream and see what's happened with our cameras.
Yeah, our cameras all popped.
Oh, did they? That's my fault. That's my fault. I did a thing and I shouldn't have done it. Did they fix yet? Let me look at
I
the...
can't tell. We're on a...
It's
There they
fixed
go.
now. It's fixed now.
Yep.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Cool.
I hate I
so-
hate that it does that. If the screen gets well, he didn't live very long, vampire. So-
Damn you, 2020!
No, yeah, I accidentally resized the Discord window a little bit and it messed up everything. That's my bad. I've done it before. I'll probably do it again.
So, the lecture. The lecture consists of 4 points, and Professor Cowles walks you through them relatively quickly. Professor Hardgrove, you know that this is probably a 2 or 3 hour long presentation that he's condensing into 30 minutes to hit the high points.
Appreciate that.
Point number 1, this is handout number 23, Roxy.
Okay, cool. 1 second, please.
Point number 1, a bat cult once existed among the natives of Australia. It was known across the continent, and the god of the cult was known as Father of all Bats. Adherents believed that by making human sacrifices to their god, they themselves would become worthy enough that the Father of all Bats would appear to them. Once he was enticed to appear, he would conquer all men. Sacrifices were run through a gauntlet of worshippers who struck the victims with clubs embedded with sharp teeth of bats. The teeth were coated with substance derived from rabid bats. The poison was quick acting, but victims apparently went mad before they died. Leaders of the cult reputedly could take the form of bat-winged snakes, enabling them to steal sacrifices from across the land. Cowles believes that this cult became dormant or extinct hundreds of years ago. Its former existence... I'm sorry.
Where's your mask?
Mask. Nyarlathotep has it.
He has lots of them. He's
Yeah,
the
should
Should
safest.
have known.
He's the safest person in this pandemic.
Its former existence is the reason that he became interested in Jackson Eliza's books about present-day cults. Point number 2, a native song cycle mentions a place where enormous beings gathered somewhere in the west of Australia. The songs say that these gods, who were not at all like men, built great sleeping walls and dug great caves. But living winds blew down the gods and overthrew them, destroying their camp. When this happened, the way was open for the Father of all Bats, who came into the land and grew strong. Point 3, Cowles will show you a set of 4 overexposed glass slides. Each shows a few sweating men standing beside enormous blocks of stone, pitted and eroded, but clearly dressed and formed for archaeological purposes. Dim carvings seem to decorate some. Billows of sand are everywhere. Though he did not bring the book back with him, he does say that Arthur McWhirr discovered it and kept a diary, which you've read. And he records attacks on the party by several natives. McWhirr reportedly records deaths to victims from hundreds of small puncture wounds, reminiscent of early bat cult. And point 4, Cowles tells finally a tale he collected from near the Arafura Sea in northern Australia. It is a Sandbat, or Father of all Bats, has a battle of wits with Rainbow Snake, the native deification of water and the patron of life. Rainbow Snake succeeds in tricking and trapping Sandbat and his clan into the depths of a watery place from which Sandbat can only complain and is unable to return to trouble the people. All of you can roll Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh no, not that. Anything but that.
Mine's still a 2 for Cthulhu Mythos, so I failed it.
Failed.
I think I'm sitting at a 10. Where did I? Oh, there's the dice.
I don't expect anybody to pass this. I'm just...
No, I did not. That is a failure.
Nope. Okay, that's cool. So So there is a book in. So really, what you're getting out of this that applies to right now is that there is a book in Port Hedlund that probably sits with McKinsey.
Okay.
That has more information on this dig site. But it also sounds like there's an active cult out there.
Okay. And that location was where did you say? I'm sorry.
Port Hedlund?
Port Hedlund. Okay. For some reason I heard another word, but I realize what it was now. I heard you say Mackenzie, and I already had his name written down. Okay, cool. Well, gentlemen, it sounds as though our next order of business is going to take us northwest.
Not sure if I'm looking forward to more of a run-in with a cult or not.
I mean, just from the sound of things, I feel like we don't have much choice.
No, I agree. I just want to make sure that we're all ready for it, because I mean, you and Jimmy haven't had the experiences that we've had yet.
Right. Well,
I'm used to dealing with cultists.
yeah, Jimmy does seem to have quite an extensive history with them. I, myself, have, to my knowledge, never really dealt with any, at least not of this kind. There was a charismatic thing that I...
Hey, Roxy, I've got a box over my window.
Sorry about that. Is that better?
And I think your mouse is showing.
It is.
This is our first night with Discord.
Yeah,
We're
y'all,
learning.
sorry about it. We're learning all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, your mouse is definitely showing.
It
That's
is,
okay.
yeah. It's even showing when I'm not on the Discord window. Well, these are
Weird.
things to learn. I was trying to lower Shawn's volume. He was a little hot in the mic, so I was trying to bring him down.
I'm sorry.
No, not your fault. Not your fault. It's just it sounded very loud to me, but maybe it's fine for everybody else. Hello, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you popping in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that our next stop on this journey is definitely going to take us northwest. I know we don't particularly care to deal with these cults again, but I don't see how we can get away from it.
I don't either. We were able to come into Australia with all of our weapons still, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
So we don't need to procure new things.
No.
unless you want to.
I don't know. Some explosives might be nice. I might feel more
Are
comfortable.
you out of dynamite?
Yeah, I used my 3 sticks back in Egypt.
That interesting. So, you know, Jewel mentioned something about you using dynamite back in Egypt. Is that what took that pyramid down, or was it really a monster?
I think it was more the monster throwing a massive fit that we dared try to attack it.
How dare you?
3 sticks of dynamite is not enough to sink a pyramid into the sand.
I mean, it might have blown the top off a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I think that was the anger of whatever it is that we woke up in there, the Black Pharaoh or whatever you want to call it. Or maybe even the Sandbat. I don't know.
If they're not one and the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
So I
think
guess
we just...
hunker down
Yeah, this
down
is
for
a
the
lot
night.
of information, but I would like to speak to that Robert McKenzie.
Yeah. No, I
Jimmy, you
agree.
look like you got something on your mind.
No, it's just... Look, I know we came here looking for more information on this thing, specifically having to do with shipping, items of that nature. I just feel like there's something missing. I want to take a look around, see if we got any of these cultists here in this town. I just feel like, I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Well, I mean, quite frankly, ever since I heard what y'all have been dealing with, nothing really feels right. But you would know better than I for sure, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, if you want to go and look around this area and see if we can see any signs of the cultists, I'll be more than happy to go with you and help watch you back.
Sure. No, there's always two things you can find with them. Bootlegging and selling stuff that's occult in nature. So, I look over at this, our guide. It's like, guy ID on the ladder? Black market for things?
You're talking to Cowles?
Yeah.
I'm aware that there is a black market. I don't know exactly how to get a hold of it. And more often than not, things coming out of the western part of Australia would not come here first. The travel distance is just too far. If you were looking at Darwin or Port Hedlund, there you may be able to find rumors about such things, but here in Sydney, Sydney is much more cosmopolitan than the other places in the West.
My character kind of chuckles because it might be cosmopolitan, but there is a dark underside to every city.
Sure. Oh yeah.
My experience is in this kind of stuff, cosmopolitan just means that it's easier to hide here.
Agree.
You may be right.
Well, if y'all don't mind, we know where everybody's staying. Does anybody else want to come?
Claudius is quite tired. That 30-minute slideshow, while interesting, was also not. So.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't sit through the long version then.
Claudius isn't known for his patience with higher education, so he's but what time of day is it, Keeper?
You're getting closer to dinner.
Oh, so he just wants like he wants an afternoon nap, but yeah, wherever you would like to go, Jimmy, we are following, or at least I will. Maybe moving around a little, getting out into the heat will wake me up a bit.
Is there an area with a whole bunch of boarding houses around here?
Roll luck for me.
Oh, I am loving my dice. That is an extreme success. You want to check that?
Yeah, there's an
That
area
an
not far from the
007.
docks where some boarding houses in the smallest parts of a shanty town are beginning to be built.
It's always a great place to start.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, you all be careful, and I think it may be best that I stay behind. I
Understood.
don't want to draw any attention as of the moment. So.
Were your photos published as well, or just your names?
Their names and not super accurate sketches.
Does Dalphus have a beard in the?
Well, maybe if I go incognito, then
you could always
Shave that beard
You
off.
could always shave the beard or go for a goatee.
never.
Just go for one of those handlebar mustaches, but that connects to your sideburns. Just shave the bottom part of your beard. It's very fitting for the time.
It is.
But yeah, let's head on. I mean, if you feel more comfortable staying back, Dalphus, no one will force you to come. But
It's
stay safe.
What time of year is it here?
It's summertime.
It's like summer.
Or it's late summer,
It's actually
fall.
headed into fall.
Yeah,
Headed
we're
into
in
fall.
April, I
Yeah.
think, early April. We discussed this. I don't remember.
Yeah, you're early April now.
Yeah.
Could you get away with wearing a scarf?
Yeah. Yeah.
A light scarf.
Yeah, you can probably get away with
I mean,
scarf.
you are old. It's fine. I know you're a
Can
little
cover half my face, and then
what,
maybe
like
not
40?
be noticed.
It's like-
Yeah. So let's have you all. So you're headed down to the boarding house area.
Yeah.
Let's give you. I'll have you all roll spot hidden.
That is an extreme success for me.
Regular success for me.
38.
It's a regular success for myself.
That's a regular success for me too.
Well, you're all a bunch of spotters. So you guys walk through the area a little bit, and finally you see a man kind of standing off a little. Aaron, when you see him, he motions at you.
What can I do for you, sir?
It's more a question, what can I do for you? You look like a gentleman in the market for things.
Yeah, we are for things that you can't procure through normal channels.
I might have friends that could get a hold of most anything. What exactly are you looking for?
Information of a special nature, maybe some explosives.
Well, are we talking grenades, or do you need something a little more construction?
More construction based, more dynamite.
Yeah, I could. I'm sure I could get a hold of some dynamite for you.
Hold up a moment here. Am I nearby?
I assume that once Aaron went that way, the other three of you went that way as well.
Look, I'm looking the guy up and down. Do me a favor. Show me what's under your coat.
He pulled back his coat. He does have a revolver, but
Does it look like something that
nothing.
would be police issue?
No. No.
Just making sure I don't smell cop.
No. That's no.
I love your.
I'm here to do business. I can get a hold of some dynamite. What information are you looking for?
If you got,
Actually, my
got
companion
this.
here, Jimmy, is the one that's actually looking for the information.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be
I know
right
you're
back,
good.
y'all.
Cool.
First, let me show you something. You see a lot of people coming in off the port here. You watch a lot of people coming through the boarding house.
From time to time, yeah.
I pull out my mother's locket and show a open it up and show a face in there of my father. You seen somebody that looks like this little, maybe a little bit older?
Not that I can recollect.
Are you sure? And I'm going to intimidate.
Yeah, go for it.
That is a regular success. 36.
He just kind of looks at you and says, "If I thought that I had seen this guy, I'd tell you. I mean, you're going to give me money for this, right?
Yeah.
Had I found him, had I seen him, yeah. Not that I'm aware, not that I remember. I don't remember seeing anybody that looks like this.
Okay. Look, is there some place away from here that we can talk? I mean, you know where we can buy this stuff, or there's no way you have it on you right here, right now.
No. I wouldn't carry that with me. We can. I have a friend that has a business that we can use the back room of. I need to make a call to make sure that the things your friend here is looking for gets delivered. But do I need to get anything else delivered there as well?
Just need somebody who knows what's going on in the area,
Okay.
especially if there's anything weird happening.
Okay. So there's a small kind of children's and toy and knickknack store a couple blocks down. Go in there, walk inside, tell them that you're waiting for me. For Filbert. It's Filbert, yeah. So that's what I said. I'll meet you there in 20 minutes.
Okay.
So he takes a look around, and then it looks like he's going to head out.
We'll see you there.
Okay.
I'll go there.
Yeah, I'm going with. Do we want to have someone waiting inconspicuous outside to make sure he doesn't bring anybody else, like other people?
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, worst comes to worst. If it's some sort of setup, that's not a problem. But I gotta say, Aaron, you seem a little rusty. Asking right off the bat somebody about dynamite?
Oh, I figured the quickest way to find out if he was a cop.
Okay. Let's go.
It is just the two of you, right? Or did everybody go?
Everybody came in the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But I think at this point, I don't know if Jewel or Dalphus want to be in there for this part. Or, sorry, Claudius and Dalphus want to be in there for this point.
Excuse me, my name is Claudius.
I'm sorry, we don't respond to blank evil. We only respond to faces,
Blank
Roxanne.
evil.
It was a voice from beyond.
No. Okay, so who? So you're gonna set up Dalphus and Jewel outside to watch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I can do that. Do you mean Claudius? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get used to this.
Jewel was my wife, and she has gone insane. Thank you very much, good sir.
Well,
She is in
Yeah,
America.
Yeah, she thinks that her name is Claudius now.
Is this the game we're playing?
Well, Claudius, there's that old wives' tale that as the longer that a couple's married, the more they start resembling each other. Maybe that's what's going on.
Claudius is by far better looking than Jewel. Claudius is my Tom Hiddleston wannabe. So, Jewel was sturdy. And she was beautiful, but she was
Doesn't
sturdy.
mean she's not pretty.
I didn't say. In fact, I just said that was not the case. You all miss Jewel. She was a wonderful joy of a character, and I hope someday she gets to come back.
After many years in the sanitarium.
Sorry, I had a child ask me about dinner. So he is not currently on the stream. He forgot that we were streaming, I think.
He's 16 and can fend.
No, he is. He thought he
forgot.
was asking if we were doing something for dinner. I told him to go find something. He's a big boy. We'll figure it out. Or he won't, and he'll starve, and then, whatever.
Exactly. All right.
So, the two of you kind of inconspicuously post up outside. I'm going to need, we're going to say stealth for that. But you can double your stealth on that roll.
I got a... Oh, I
Okay,
can?
that's good, because it's not very good.
For that, I had gotten a hard success, but I believe it doubled. I believe that's an extreme success.
Okay.
No, it's not. I'm 2 points off of an extreme success. You know what? Let's spend some luck. I haven't got to do that yet this season.
If we're doubling it, are we just taking our roll and cutting it in half?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Wasn't sure how that was working.
Oh.
I was just going to have you double your percentage on your sheet. And then
Yeah,
roll
I
into
was...
that.
So
Oh, okay,
that's
gotcha.
Yeah.
But mathematically, it's almost the exact same thing, so
Is
it
it?
doesn't really matter. Yeah,
Because I rolled
almost.
I rolled a 14. And
Which means you would have gotten a 7.
Right, but if we'd have doubled my percentage would have been a 60, and so my extreme success would have been a 12. But I guess the way I was figuring it, yeah, I don't think the math works out that way. But I think doubling the percentages is the better. I mean, unless
Sure.
you don't, I won't spend my stuff. I got an extreme success, y'all.
Woohoo!
But no matter how
Did you get a success, Dalphus?
I'm going to spend 2 points to luck so that I have a success.
Nice.
Nice.
Because even after doubling, I still failed.
Your DM from Wednesday nights is helping you out there, Roxy, in
I
the
know.
chat.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to respond to him actually.
And we appreciate the suggestions because we're getting there. We're just first night on Discord is always a fun time to learn new things. And then I need spot hiddens from the both of you.
Okay.
Oh,
A little
spot
bit better
hiddens?
at that.
Are we doubling this one too?
No.
Darn. I got
that one.
Yeah, I got a success on that one.
Okay. So the first one was mostly to look like you weren't just standing around watching. And the second one is to spot. Filbert shows up right about on time. He is carrying like a small satchel, but he is definitely alone. You don't see anybody else following him or watching him. You don't see him bring anybody else with him. It's just him. So Aaron and Jimmy, you two walked into the toy store, looked around for a couple of minutes, told him that you were waiting for Filbert.
Mhm.
Good. So Filbert comes in a couple minutes, or right about the time he's supposed to. He nods to the guy behind the counter. He says, "We're going to use the back room, right?" And the guy nods, and he just heads back there. Doesn't even wait for you two.
I'm following him.
So you get to the back room. It's a stock room. I mean, it's a stock room. It's got a little table. Not much else is going on in there. And he puts the satchel down on the table, and he says, "Okay, so dynamite is going to run you what sounds like I'm. You know what? I do have a thing for this. I just don't remember where my book is." He gives you the price for the dynamite. It sounds about twice what you would expect to pay if you were obtaining it legally.
Makes sense.
And he's willing to sell per stick. And he pulls out 3 or 4 sticks, and then he opens the satchel, and you can see he probably has 3 or 4 dozen sticks of dynamite. Now I will give you a discount if you buy in bulk, but you're going to need to buy everything if we're going to do that, okay?
That's all you brought? You didn't come with anyone else?
Why would I do that?
Well, I said I wanted information, too. It didn't seem like you had what I needed.
Well, I don't know who to bring to give you that information. If I didn't not see the man you're looking for. Is there something else that
Look,
I could set you up with a guy? Like, I just need to know who I'm looking to talk to.
that might be nice, but look, just straight with me. Has anything odd been happening here in Sydney? Like, I mean, weird. People going missing that people can't seem to figure out.
Not so much. I did hear. So it's not Sydney, but out west, I did hear that they're finding bodies out in the Great Sandy Desert, and they've got like I don't know, like punctures, like hundreds of tiny puncture wounds all over their body. But like that's way out west, and I'm not sure how accurate it is, but like that's about as weird as it gets here. I mean, we have the occasional like koala attack, and he says that with a straight face. Like occasionally, like a koala gets a little out of hand and like attacks somebody, but that's pretty normal. That's the least dangerous thing here. Have you seen our snakes? I mean, come on.
What about
Didn't you say they're in the emu war right now?
Yeah, but they think that's totally normal.
Okay.
and no like new businesses coming in and making a big hit?
Not in the last year or so.
Okay. It doesn't look like the information I'm looking for is here.
Okay.
So you mentioned out west. Do you actually have? We're going to be heading towards Darwin and other places along that way. Do you have any contacts that we could connect with when we get there? Anybody you might know that does business like you do?
Yeah, let's say I have a cousin in Port Hedlund, out that way. He might be able to procure some stuff. He's going to have a lot less selection. it's a lot smaller of a work through. Darwin, I haven't been able to really make any inroads in. I don't know anybody out there. People just filter through there so quickly with the gold rush. It's really hard to keep up on who's there and who's not.
But I mean, if I drop your name to your cousin, he might be amenable.
He
might be willing to work with us, or at least get some information from him as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to take all the dynamite you have, but I'm only going to be able to take probably about a dozen sticks.
Okay. Do you give him the cash?
Yeah, I'll give him the cash.
You give him what kind of cash?
I don't believe we've
British
made
pounds.
exchange
British
yet.
pounds would tender here, right? And you probably still have British pounds.
I was gonna say we would have had British pounds when we were in Egypt still.
Yeah. Because they spend there just as fine. Okay.
Yep.
All right. He counts it out. And he says, "All right. This should cover it. You need anything? You know where to find me."
Definitely. A pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, pleasure's all mine. And he picks the bag back up, puts it up on his shoulder, stuffs the cash in his pocket, and heads out.
I'm going to look at Jimmy as like, I don't think we're going to find what you're looking for here. I think, we're going to need to head west. I think that's where all the trouble is.
Yeah. Well, it's just really odd. Very clean, big city for the most part.
Maybe it hasn't gotten the time to get corrupted yet.
So have you guys come back out yet?
Yeah.
We'll head back out to the...
How long are you guys staying in Sydney?
I was just thinking overnight, probably.
Long enough to make arrangements to head west.
Okay, and then you're headed to Darwin or Port Hedlund first?
Port Hedlund is on the way, right?
No, Darwin's on the way to Port Hedlund.
Oh, I thought...
Well, then Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the way
Darwin's-
that you described it was Darwin was here,
up.
and then Hedlund was over here, and we were coming around this way.
Oh, you wouldn't want to go around the south. You'd want to go around the north.
Oh, okay.
It's way safer. If you go around the south, you get way close to the Arctic, and this time of year, the sea's it's not safe.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are headed to Darwin. Are you chartering a private boat, a private plane? Are you going on
I feel like a plane would
liner?
probably be faster.
Oh yeah, it'd be super fast.
So yeah,
We're talking matter of hours instead of matter of days.
Exactly. How much are we looking at, cost-wise, on that?
It's within your budget. The plane travel here is actually not that expensive.
Okay, then yeah.
Surprisingly,
Cool.
it seems like they have enough flights going, even private ones, that they've been able to keep the prices down.
Yeah. So I would discuss with the gentleman. Now, do you tell us what Filbert was?
Yeah.
I was
Filbert.
away from the room when Filbert's name was announced the first time, and when I came back, I was like, "This is my favorite."
I said Phil. That's not enough of a name, and I meant to say Philip.
And it
Filbert
came out Filbert?
and that's what I said.
Hey, Filbert's a great gangster name.
It is.
Do you tell us what Sir Filbert said?
Oh yeah. No, I'll tell you. I mean,
Wait a second. He said that bodies have been turning up in the Great Sandy Desert with tiny puncture wounds all over them. And Claudius gives Dalphus a sidelong glance. Perhaps like bats?
Bat bites?
yeah,
Well-
I'd go rather with torture, but hey,
I'd go with the sacrifice.
That is dedicated. That is dedicated torture. Or
I
are
would
we
go with
talking bed of
torture-
nails kind of torture?
no, it's
I would go with the torture that Professor Cowles was telling us. It sounds like people were beaten with a bat studded with tiny little spikes.
That
I can see that.
You don't really have to do torture and keep your job. So you got to go all in.
What?
And-
I'm like, well, yeah, not at mine, but I don't know about the rest of you.
But no, I mean, it definitely is tracking with everything that we've learned. That I don't think there's anything here for us in Sydney. I think the sooner we get west of here, up in Darwin,
No, we're
and
going to
Port
have
Hedlund,
to. we're going to have to figure out how to survive in that desert. So that being said, we may need to make a couple survival purchases.
Dodge did say he was willing to go with you, and if he
Oh,
and made it
fantastic.
very clear that he would be happy to set that kind of stuff up.
Yeah, and I'm
That
going to
would
be
be
like,
fantastic.
Dodge wants to go with us, and I get the feeling that he just wants someone to bankroll his research. It's not like, I don't get the feeling that he's going to turn on us and murder us. But considering what happened to the last person that went with us into the unknown, I don't know if his fate is going to go great.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Well, you would be surprised at how much time an academics spend just acquiring funding. So if you can get around it somehow, more power to you.
So I mean, yeah, if you guys are, Dodge to come with us, but
I have no issue making this man believe that I'm going to bankroll something if he can help us get through the desert.
Well, you're also bankrolling him going out there, period. Like, he's going to get these vehicles, and
Yeah,
you're
that's
going
fine.
to pay for them. And yeah,
That's fine. Yeah. Claudius is 100% on board with that because he is not necessarily known for his survival skills in the desert. He has kept to the north and eastern parts of the United States most of his life. So this hot sandy place gives both Claudius and Roxanne the ickies.
So we're going to skip through the night unless there's anything else you guys want to do. In Sydney?
Nope.
Okay. So we've talked about Darwin. You've actually already been there.
yeah, no, we're going back.
Yeah, we were there for a hot minute.
You come into you fly in, and the airfield that you land in is calling it an airfield is a stretch. There are sticks that mark out in the hard packed dirt where the planes land. That's it. Like, there's a building with a radar dish, or no, there's a building, and that's it. There's no radar dish. There's no nothing because radar doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
So it's questionable at best, but it seems well used. There are other planes, and there are hangars for them to pull into. Your pilot might as well be Crocodile Dundee. Like, that's the way he looks, sounds, and feels.
Does he have a knife?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got a big knife. Who doesn't have a big knife? So you guys land to get into the town. It's like I said, it's kind of like they took a Wild West town and slapped it right on the ocean. So it's got your wood buildings. There's a few brick buildings, but a lot of it looks like it's quickly constructed. And while some of it's been there for a while, it's clear that it's not like these are not quality made buildings. They're still standing because they're lucky, less than their quality.
Sure.
Standing more out of habit than any structural integrity.
Right. So what your pilot does tell you is, if you are looking for a shipping company or something that would be that kind of stuff, a lot of the Gold Rush people that come through here spend a lot of time at Bertram's Outback Inn. That's a good place to hear the gossip, get an idea what you're looking for, and the gold digs occasionally kick up some artifacts. If that's the kind of thing you're looking for, that's where he would start.
What was the shipping place's name again, please?
No, this isn't a shipping place. This is a bar to go get information.
Bar. Okay, check out.
What
was
Bertram's Outback Inn.
I want to get an awesome blossom over there.
This is the original Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
I would like
That's
your
exactly what it is.
I would
Some
like
Aussie
your
fries.
Yeah, your finest prime rib, and could you take a whole white onion and just dip it in fry batter and bring it out, please. And fry it and then bring it out.
No, just dip it in the batter and bring it out.
I just love batter.
You must be from the South.
I've told you many times, Jimmy Ray, I'm from Detroit.
So
Don't
can
I
I get
sound it?
everybody to roll either listen or credit rating, whichever is better.
Nope.
Listen or credit rating?
Whichever one's better.
Where'd it go? There it went.
Did you throw your die on
I
the ground?
did. I have disrespected
my-
the die. Watch it roll like hundreds now.
My credit rating is pretty good. Way better than my listen.
My credit rating is like 5 points higher than listen.
I got a hard success. John got a 9.
Yeah,
Oh.
technically still only a hard success because for listen.
What's your credit rating?
I'm going to
Barely
spend
exists.
a point of luck to get a success.
Okay.
I'm an occultist. My credit rating is barely existent.
And Dalphus, did you succeed as well? Nope.
New.
So the three of you, not Dalphus, hear a couple of things while you're in the bar, grabbing a drink.
And you, not you.
There's a new Kori tale. Kori are the local indigenous people.
Right.
That says that in the Great Sandy Desert there's a wonderful city. Boudet, a great old man who sleeps with his head in his arms, snores beneath. One day, Boudet will rise and devour the world. When one of you inquires, or when someone hears it and inquires, it's attributed to Johnny Bigbush, who works at the Randolph Shipping Company.
I'm 12. Sorry.
No, I like that all you had to say is I am 12, and my mind, which had not caught on to being 12 yet, got there very quickly. Thank you.
I hate to say this, but the rumor comes from Johnny Bushwhack.
No, Big Bush.
Big
Big Bush.
Johnny
That's
Big
why
Bush.
it's Bushwhack. I wouldn't have laughed at nearly as hard. But Johnny Big Bush, because guys, this is a throwback, and if you want to get in on this joke, go way back to like episode 2. But we had an NPC named Johnny Two Nose, because his nose was so big, it was like he had 2 of them.
Can I tell you how bad I am at NPC names? I really just need to put down a list and use it.
Tell me Johnny Big Bush is not a name that you created.
Johnny Big Bush is directly out of the module.
Okay, good. See?
Okay, see, that's
And he worked for which place now?
Randolph Shipping Company.
Okay.
And then after kind of pushing a little bit of money around and buying a beer here or there for a couple of people, what you understand is if you need something shipped out of the country, maybe that doesn't see custom, the Randolph Shipping Company is good at that.
Okay.
When you want to smuggle things out without getting seen, you need Big Bush.
Thanks, David.
Gotta hide behind the big bush.
This is why we're not monetized, guys.
Oh no, this isn't it. This is definitely
This
not
is-
it.
this is
wrong
pretty
kind of
wild.
monetizing.
Claudius.
What?
Yes, the shipping company sounds shady.
It does sound shady. It sounds so shady.
It's a big shade bush.
Guys, we have the most diverse audience we've ever had in our channel, and we're just sitting here talking about Bush. But
And we said
welcome
we
to
weren't
the
gonna
show,
talk about
y'all.
Politics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stay away from
Hey,
politics,
we'll
yeah.
stay away from That's the worst kind of Bush.
And we're talking about beer, so maybe we should switch to Foster's.
So this was you probably
I've heard of Claudius has heard of Randolph Shipping Company, and he kind of arches an eyebrow and he says, "We don't typically do business with them. They have a sort of reputation amongst even the rest of us in the industry."
But do you have an in so we can actually see if what we're looking for is there?
I could probably work something out. Roxanne had a joke there somewhere, but she was not going to say it because Johnny Big Bush and you asking if he had an in, there was a whole joke there.
Oh.
No, I do not, Aaron. I can work I'm sure I know somebody that does though.
Okay. Just in case.
So you guys got in probably right before lunch. Probably spent a couple hours. So it's just a little after lunch when you have the information about the shipping company.
Okay. Is the food all right at this location that we're at, listening to people?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fish, a lot of fried stuff, but not bad.
Okay.
It's not good for you, but it's good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
where-
good desert food for sure, but I guess it's not hot right now.
It is the 20s. There's no such thing as bad food at this point.
That's true. It's true.
I mean,
food
it
is
was.
good
They just
food.
didn't recognize the fact that there was bad things to eat.
They hadn't
Oh
discovered
yeah, the
flavor
cooks
yet.
are not wearing gloves or anything like that, and they're probably smoking right over the food. It's great.
Yeah.
Wow, this tastes like ash.
Ashy.
Yeah, I've had a cigarette that tasted
But
like
did
this.
they discover gelatin molds yet?
Not yet, thank
Oh,
God.
I don't think so.
See,
That was the
We're-
50s.
we're-
That was
we're
the 50s
okay.
abomination. One day we're
Yeah.
gonna have to do that Wendy's game, and we're gonna have to make the bad guy like a Cthulhu gelatin mold
With hot dogs in it?
or tuna, because they loved
Oh,
putting tuna
oh.
in Jello. I mean, he is
But
he,
why? But why?
he is a sea creature, right? I mean, the tuna makes more sense. Would you
Yeah,
like
okay, or-
salmon and cherry Jello?
I'd rather eat the salmon and cherry jello than the recipe I saw from the 60s, which was bananas wrapped in ham covered in hollandaise sauce.
No.
Yep.
we
They
actually,
tried that on a show that I watch, and these three guys that were pretty high were like, "This is actually really freaking great, man."
Yeah,
Because
they
you
were-
can't
Listen,
taste the bananas.
Bananas good.
It's got
ham
must-
good. Hollandaise sauce good.
It's got mustard on it too.
I'm not sure that's a bad call.
No, the bananas actually kind of disappear and just become texture. But yeah, it's got mustard on it too. They recommended.
I think I
using-
would try that before tuna in Jello, though.
I've got ham and bananas upstairs, and my roommate can make hollandaise sauce.
I'll send you the link for the vidya.
Oh,
Okay.
obviously, our next stream is just going to be us eating food that we shouldn't be eating ever.
Oh, we're doing a mukbang now. We will get more followers then. No, I'm joking. So,
Yeah, the first part of the show we eat it. The second part of the show we crawl in it.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
No.
so we're headed.
too much, John.
We're
Too
head-
much. Let's get back to the game now.
Always.
I can't-
That's what
I'm-
I do.
I guess-
I'm muting you. You don't get to speak anymore.
I guess I'm out because I can't crawl.
Oh,
Oh,
you can roll around though, right?
Okay, yeah, I can roll around.
Yeah, you're
Shawn.
good. You're good. Yeah. So where are you guys headed?
we're headed to Port
I don't
Hedlund
even know
via
anymore.
plane.
Well,
Hell,
we're already
obviously.
there. Are we already
Well,
in Port
do we want-
Hedlund?
No, we're in Darwin.
Oh,
We're in
that's right.
Darwin.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. At
Do we want to
Bertram's.
investigate Darwin before we head to Port?
Well, is the
Well,
Randolph
you're
Shipping
already
Company?
you're in Darwin. right
Yeah.
now.
So is
Right. Do we want to look around? Do we want to go to the Randolph Shipping Company? Do we want to follow up
sure.
on anything
Why not?
here?
Can I make a
before
phone
we go?
call? Can I find some place to make a international?
No.
Phone
you can
call.
make a national phone call, or you can make an international wire. But that's
Okay.
it.
Then I'm gonna send a wire.
Two. Good call. Okay.
I'm going
okay.
to send a wire to an associate of mine in Spain by the name of Alessandro de la Lune, and and it's going to say a number of things. One of which is, can you get me information on the Randolph Shipping Company?
It's going to be a couple of days to get it back.
Well, then that's useless.
You could just message or call your warehouse, and they would have probably the same.
Oh,
amount
that's
of
true.
luck.
I guess I could just call Sydney.
You have.
I forget
workers,
that.
like,
I
literally
forget
here,
that.
yeah.
I forget that there's a warehouse there.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and call. I'll give a call to my warehouse, and I will ask my secretary there. Her name is Natalie,
Okay.
and Natalie, can you find me in my Rolodex, which I don't know if those exist either, but in my address book, in the top drawer of my desk. Can you please find me a contact for the Randolph Shipping Company? I believe I met someone from there at a industry meeting not long before we set up the warehouse.
I like how big you think that this Randolph Shipping Company is. I love that. She looks and says, I don't have any information here in your Rolodex. What I do know is that the Randolph Shipping Company is out of Darwin, and that it's run by the owner, Toddy Randolph.
Toddy Randolph. Toddy? Like
Yep.
hot toddy? Okay.
He's a bit of a drunk, and he'll undercut anybody for any reason just to get himself some business.
Sounds good. I appreciate your time, Natalie. You and the family stay safe. I'll be back in Sydney in a few days.
Okay. Wow, Claudius just sentenced himself to death by
Yeah,
saying he'll
probably.
definitely be back in Sydney.
I mean, the only thing you could have done worse was
I'll be right back.
nothing could go wrong.
No, I mean, it's
true.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah.
What's
She
the
did
worst
give you
that could happen?
an address, but not so much an address as an area of town to look for the building. Because Darwin doesn't have addresses, just like most of England.
Sure, that's
in
fine.
weird, like, out-of-the-way places.
The man that we heard this information from, was that, all jokes aside, was that Johnny Big Bush, the guy who was
No,
actually talking?
no,
He
no.
was talking about it. Okay.
Yeah.
That man, was he talking directly to us, or were we overhearing?
Overhearing, and then you asked him some questions.
Okay, cool. When I talked to him, can I say that I asked, can you show us where the Randolph Shipping Company is, or give us, loose directions from here?
Yeah, he points you down the road. He says, it's down there. It's going to be the one. It's going to be one of the ones on the docks. It should have there's a sign, or what's left of a sign there. You can see you'll see it.
Okay.
It's just down the road.
I appreciate
And
your
it's-
time.
Yeah. Are you headed that way?
Yeah, I believe so. And I am going to set some pounds sterling next to his drink. Thank you for the information, sir. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
So you guys head down the road. There's a little building dockside, not very far away. Definitely has what is left of a sign that just says Ulf Ship Co.
Guess this is the place.
I'm gonna buy this place.
Out front is a very clearly drunk man. Fat, kind of brutal looking.
Rude.
And as you approach, he kind of looks the four of you up and down. And I'm guessing Claudius is dressed nicely, and so is the professor.
Yeah. Yeah. Claudius is in his safari clothes, which is a nice little button down and jacket.
Aaron and Jimmy, you guys are probably in your third day of your suit, maybe a
Yeah.
little rumpled.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely slept in it.
Sure. So he looks directly at Claudius and the professor and says, gentlemen, how can I help you? You need to ship something?
Excuse me, are you Mr. Randolph?
I am Toddy Randolph, owner of Randolph Shipping Company.
May we step inside and have a brief discussion, sir?
Oh, please, please, please. He opens the door. He reeks of whiskey. Opens the door. It is a small-ish room. To the left is a roll-top desk. Next to the roll-top desk on the floor is a pallet that is clearly being slept on. And then to the right are stacked boxes. I need everyone to give me a spot hidden.
That is a normal or a
Success
hard
for
success.
me? Regular success for me?
Fail.
Ooh, I rolled a 14. That would be an exceptional success.
Okay, so, Professor, you see a box, a crate, that is labeled Penhew Foundation, London, and is marked with the symbol of the cult of the Sandbat. It rests unsteadily on other crates at the edge of the warehouse, or inside the warehouse.
So when you say it's being obviously slept on, you mean that this man is sleeping there. There's not somebody sleeping on it currently. Okay.
No, there's no one sleeping on it currently.
As he's leading us in, Claudius, for one, looks at his companions and very sidelong whispers, "Nobody light a match."
I'll nudge whoever's next to me and kind of point at the crate.
Can we say that's me?
Sure.
Is Mr. Randolph still leading us in, or has he turned around to face me yet?
He's leading you in. He's kind of walked over to his desk.
Claudius is gonna
pulls a piece of paper off the top of it. He does not unroll the roll top, and then grabs a pen.
I want to.
Says, "Okay."
I want to knock him out.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Dun dun dun.
I need
Claudius,
the other three of you to give me a spot hidden. John, you can roll with advantage. Not called advantage.
All right.
I forget what it's called.
not called.
I got a
advantage?
success on the spot hidden.
Oh,
It's
bonus.
not called advantage. It's called bonus.
Bonus
Roll
die.
a
So you
bonus
get
die.
to roll
Yeah.
a second.
And
tens.
so that would have been
And you take the lower.
hard success.
Cool. Aaron, you saw,
A success.
and Dalphus.
Nope.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll and knock him out.
Okay, I'm
try.
gonna roll. Yeah, I'm trying. Who knows what's actually gonna happen? But he's gonna at least try to punch him in the back of the neck with his brass knuckles.
Sure.
Let's see here. Is that a
It's
call?
also a knockout and a killing blow.
What'd you say, Roxy?
Do I need to roll with a penalty since that's kind of a called shot?
No, you'll get
or-
a bonus dice. You'll get a bonus die because he doesn't see it coming.
Oh, sweet. Well, let me grab that. And so I'm not a great fighter. And it's a combat roll, so I can't use luck, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I missed. Whiff!
Okay.
Oof, is it windy in here? It's quite drafty. I missed it by like 3 points.
Jimmy, you see first, and then Aaron right after him. You see as well. There is a native man out on the dock moving crates around, and he sees shoot,
My
Claudius take a swing at Toddy.
Claudius.
Uh,
It's like karaoke, gents.
I just
Does
kind
he
of,
look like he cares?
Oh yeah.
I kind of shrug and I start walking towards him and rolling up my sleeves.
Oh. I
oh,
didn't
good.
want this to be a thing. I just wanted this
Guess
guy.
we're doing this.
He
no.
he reaches down and yanks a dagger out of the top of one of the crates, like it was stuck in it, and it's I wouldn't call it a cultist dagger, but it looks like it's not made for like cutting meat. And he comes stalking in. So we're gonna go to rounds.
Sure.
Pull out my pistol.
Yep.
So let's start with Dex. What's Claudius? What's your Dex?
65.
Dalphus.
60.
Okay. I need to learn how to spell your name. Jimmy.
85.
Ooh, okay.
I'm the slow old man of the group.
60 is not slow. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Cultitian.
Well, I mean, he's competition and he's in a cult, so potentially. Shut up, Matt. You're making me look bad to my other players.
All right. So, Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
you and the man on the dock go at the same time.
Ooh.
Fun
Dang,
times.
he
He
has got
comes
some.
up-
He's Dexy.
Yeah, he comes up. He's got that dagger in his hand. He looks like he knows how to use it. We'll let you attack first, but he's going to fight back.
All right. I am fighting with a machete. And
okay, cool.
Huh?
No, that's fine. You're good.
And when I rolled my sleeves up, my arms show dozens of scars from previous knife fights.
Cool.
So here we go. That is a hard success.
I got a success. You got a hard success. He's fighting back.
Right.
You'll actually do your damage.
All right. So where are my dice is at? There it is. 4 points damage.
Okay. Do you get a
bonus
damage bonus?
That is with my damage bonus. I rolled a 3 on my D8 and a 1 on my D4.
Okay. So Billy is going to go. I'm sorry. The guy is going to go right after you. His name is Billy.
Mm-hmm.
He swings back at you. Or you can. There's a chart in the book for this. You can dodge.
Mm-hmm.
You can fight back, or you can do something else. I need to go.
Is it in the Keeper's Guide or the Investigator's Handbook?
It's in the Keeper's Guide.
If I fight back, does he still do damage?
If he hits better than you, yes. Or yes. I don't remember if it's the same. What happens?
Then I'm actually going to fight back.
Okay. Okay, he got a hard success.
And I got a hard success.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, I've got to go grab the book because I don't have it for some reason on my computer.
Yeah, I was going to say, how does it work?
So are you is this just a melee attack?
Is it based on score, or is it based on how close you are to hard? Or how far under?
I'm not positive, honestly.
Pair build,
John,
clearly skill is an important factor, blah, 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 blah.
Because I built this character for knife fight.
I mean, I'm in the combat section. Actions in a combat round.
There's a full chart, though. That's what I was looking for.
In the 7th edition book?
What
combat
page
flow
are you on?
chart. Combat flow chart is
on?
109.
Perfect.
Establish order of attack, rank in dex order, highest goes first, readied firearms go at dex plus 50, resolve in dex order, surprise attack, which is what I did, so initiate attack, flee or maneuver.
Highest success, so we're like third one down, fight back, highest level of success wins, a draw, the instigator that's hid wins.
Both fail, no damage.
Yeah, so we both got hard successes, so he'll do the damage to you.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, you would have had to have gotten an extreme success. So you're going to take 7 points of damage.
Wow. Nice.
He clearly knows how to handle a knife, and he's got some muscles on him.
All right.
And you hear him say, ain't nobody going to rob Toddy. However, Aaron, it's your turn.
So I know I can't really subdue this guy by threatening him with my pistol, can I?
No, you're going to have to shoot him.
If you hear him say that nobody's going to rob Toddy, you could just be like, do we look like we really want to rob somebody?
Well, I meant like, I want to try and intimidate Toddy. I don't want to shoot him.
Oh, you're going to intimidate Toddy.
Yeah, to tell his man to stand down.
You can totally intimidate Toddy.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to point my gun at Toddy and be like, tell your man to stand down or this is going to get ugly fast.
Okay. Go ahead and have a bonus die on that.
Cool. All right. So where's my intimidate at? There it is. Oh my God. I got a success at 33.
Okay. He also got a success on resisting it. Did you use your bonus die?
Yeah.
Okay. he puts his hands up, drops the paper and the pen, and doesn't say anything to his man. Claudius.
That's pretty much my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking. I was just looking at something that we might want to look up, Matt. I couldn't find a ruling on it, but I see that it says combat can't be pushed, but I don't see anything about using luck. But anyway.
You can't use, you cannot use luck in combat. I know it's not on this chart for some reason, but it's definitely.
Well, I was looking through the whole combat section and I didn't see anything about luck. But all I saw was pushed rolls. You cannot push your luck or push the roll or whatever it's called.
Right.
Let's see here. Shawn just rolled away. Yeah, so seeing the man with the knife, Claudius is going to brandish his own machete, but he is not going to strike. He's just brandishing it. And so I guess this would be some sort of a charm or talk roll, or persuasion, and his whole thing is, I'm not here to rob anybody. I don't have any want for what you have or your money. But we are here to get information, and you can either give it or we can take it.
Okay. Roll persuade. Unless you have fast talk.
My fast talk is not as good as my persuade.
Okay, yeah.
My charm and my persuade are definitely better. I rolled a 3 under 55, so that's an extreme success.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he says, Billy, just stop. Just stop. It's not working. Dalphus.
Well, I guess I'm back there like,
Yeah, we just want to talk. I don't know why I just punched at the air, but I just want to talk to you. That's a Claudius.
I'll hold my handgun there, helping the intimidation factor. Like,
I mean, this crew.
And wait to react.
We've heard negative things about them. I'm sure this is not that unlikely.
I'll casually walk over there to that Pinhue Foundation crate and kind of just sit on it.
Tap it a little bit.
It definitely looks like it's unsteady. If you sit on it, that might not be a good idea.
Okay, all right then.
So, are we still in combat?
I do want to open it, but not this round. I'm gonna wait to see what's going on.
We're dropping combat because
okay.
Billy's gonna stop unless Jimmy doesn't stop.
I'll stop if he does. I mean, I'm looking at him up and down, seeing if he's going to back away or if he's just, if he's not going to swing more than anything.
Yeah, no. He's still ready. Like, he's not dropping the knife, but he's backed off enough that he's not close to you.
And I'm going to stop pointing my gun at Toddy, and I'm not putting it up, though.
Sure.
I just shrug. I'll put my knife up, and I'll, even bleeding as I am, I'm like, not bad, kid. And then turn around and walk over.
Okay.
Claudius puts his machete back in its sheath at his hip, or the small of his back.
Okay. What do you want then?
Okay.
What?
So we were given your name as somewhere that ships whatever, whenever, for whomever, as long as the price is right.
I mean, I can ship things, sure.
Sure. Well, over here, near where my friend is standing, there's a crate that has a particular symbol on it, and an organization that we have some familiarity with. My question to you is, do you do business for them often?
The Pinhue Foundation?
Yep.
Yes.
I need all of you to roll spot hidden. You all get bonus dice.
I would take that.
A normal success.
Glad I got a
the bonus die is the percentile, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 13 under 55,
Nice.
so a hard success.
Hard success.
I got a 40. Normal.
Okay, as
I
long
got
as you
a
got
16.
Nice.
as long as you guys got a success, when he says,
The pin.
when you mention shipping for those people, he definitely tries to not look at his desk, but looks anyway.
Oh, jeez.
You smell like
I-
a bottle of whiskey, but it's working in your favor, or at least our favor. Go sit. I kind of motion him away from his desk. Does Billy look like he is? I'm more worried about Billy than I am about Toddy.
Billy looks like he's ready to kill, but he isn't moving.
Can I do some sort of an insight or a close look at Billy to see if he's wearing any kind of paraphernalia that would make me think that he is perhaps associated with a cult or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
That's a really
you can
specific
roll
for Claudius.
Spot hidden?
Penalty or anything?
No.
That's a 29 under 55.
He's got a leather thong around his neck.
Dang it.
And unfortunately, I don't know that your character knows if that's a thing.
Jewel has it in her journal that Dalphus has mentioned that before, but we can say that that's not a thing.
Can you roll intelligence for me
Sure.
to see if you connect that thing?
Sure, that's fine.
Because it's probably a small.
I mean,
like-
it's a Roxanne thing. She knows, and I mean, it's the Outback. People wear leather thongs.
Can I notice
but-
it? I mean, roll to notice it too.
I did not pass
Sure,
my
sure.
intelligence check.
Sure. Go for it, Elvis.
What you want me to roll?
Spot hidden.
Okay.
Were you making a thong joke?
I did.
Well, I didn't hear.
I sang the thong song.
Oh,
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
I got a normal success. Is that enough?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very similar to what you've seen other places.
Mr. Randolph, how often do you work for this organization?
I mean, I ship all kinds of stuff for all kinds of people.
Was this name
And-
mentioned in the ledger that I looked at? Was it Randolph? I know
not that you remember. No.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Claudius. What's
Yes.
that he's got around his neck?
Claudius steps.
It's not around Toddy's neck. It's around Billy's neck for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was definitely
then,
looking
then
at him. too.
Aaron, or no, Jimmy's over there next to Billy, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then Jimmy. What's that he's got around his neck?
I really hope it isn't what I think it is. I'm looking
Do
at.
you grab it?
No, I'm not reaching towards him.
Okay. Well, Claudius is going to stride over and yank on the leather cord and just pull it. I mean, not like yank on
Well,
it, but
when-
he's going to pull it out of his
when you
shirt if it's
get-
hidden.
When you get almost within his arm's reach, he puts that dagger up in a defensive manner, and he just shakes his head no.
I just point my gun right at him.
Show us.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to combat.
Okay.
Yep.
Jimmy, you
this
get
is
the,
just his
you
mama's
get the
cross, I'm gonna be
clear
upset.
intention from him that he is going to throw his dagger into Claudius.
I am going to take him down.
Go for it. Roll. And he is dodging this time.
That is an extreme success. What happened? You're laughing.
I got an extreme success.
Oh my
I'm pretty sure.
gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Am I the
did
instigator,
not.
though?
Hold on. That's still extreme.
So extreme.
So because he's dodging for dodging the
Initiator.
defender wins. The
Oh,
defender wins on
if
on
he was
dodging.
fighting back, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow, he does not have dodge. Wow. But he does have throw. So he dodges out of the way and quickly throws his dagger in hand at Claudius.
Do I get to
And
dodge?
fails. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I was gonna say, do
No.
I get to dodge?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you don't need to, but yeah, go for it.
Well, if I don't need to, then I don't.
Aaron.
I didn't.
Yes.
Do you want to do anything? You want to shoot him?
This is like a frontier town. It's not rare to hear gunshots, or is it?
It has no
not that
addresses. It's kind of out on the sea. Remember, it's a Wild West town slapped on the sea. I think it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Billy.
Sure.
What's another body to my count?
I'm glad we didn't make your name Billy Ray.
And
This would be a confusing fight.
You missed?
Yeah, I rolled 2 points over my
Oh,
handgun.
suck.
Fantastic.
Not you. This dice.
Claudius.
Claudius. Seeing that man do that, I have already put my machete away, but my brass knuckles are still on my hand. So we're gonna give a little swing up into Billy's
Jaw?
face. Yeah.
Sure.
Billy.
I rolled.
He fails his dodge.
I rolled 100.
If Billy wipes our party after we survived cultists, I'm gonna be really upset.
Can you give me
Only-
a dexterity roll?
Yeah, only Jimmy is injured right now. We're all in good health. That is a success.
Okay. You stumble your way towards or past him as you swing. You swung way too hard.
Yeah.
And as you do, you're out onto the dock, and you just barely grab hold instead of falling over into the water.
Nice.
So you're prone on the ground.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
I'll take
you're,
that.
but you're hanging onto like one of the big
Pylons?
support beams. Yeah. Dalphus,
Cool with that.
I shoot Billy.
go for it.
It's the name of this episode is I Shoot Billy.
I rolled a 12.
You hit.
That would be an extreme.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your damage.
I ain't done this in a while. Hang on a second. There it is. Okay. 1 plus 2. Total of 8 damage.
Oh, he drops. Yeah, he drops and is not doing great. Okay. So, it would be Toddy's turn. Toddy runs to his desk and starts to try and fumble with the lock on the roll top.
Uh-oh.
We could continue in combat, but like you can just restrain Toddy. He is too drunk to fight back.
Well, I mean, if he
Yep.
wants to open that roll top, I mean, Claudius is standing up.
because I don't want. No, I'm not going to let him open that roll top. I am like too many bad memories
Of roll top desks.
of these people pulling out something freaking scary and throwing it at us.
Well, if
Okay.
Claudius has managed to return to standing position and get back into the building and straighten his outfit, he's going to say, I need him to open that desk, Aaron.
no, I'm going to throw. No, sorry, I'm going to contest this. I'm going to throw Toddy to the ground. We'll open the desk.
Well, that's
but-
fine. I just need it open.
When you get up, you're looking like you move past Billy. Billy's gonna bleed out if you guys don't do something.
I'm gonna look at the thong
I
first.
don't have any first aid. That was Julie.
Sure.
Yeah.
You pull the thong out, and on the end of it is a circle with like what looks kind of like 2 wings that come up, like 2 Fs.
The symbol
but
of the
they're
cult of the
angles.
bat that you gave us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
have a
it's
30.
tied on the thong in such a way that the wings stay up.
I have a 30 in first aid. If I see him bleeding out, I'd be like, I wish you just had chilled out and showed us, but I didn't do anything. That was not a success. So if anybody else has first aid or something, I rolled a
mean-
61 over 30.
I'm busy
Like-
throwing Toddy to the ground.
I
So
like that Jimmy probably has like a 90 in first aid. He's like, nope, screw him. He's a cold guy.
Yeah, I probably. I'm going to. My character is going to be a complete jerk to this evil cultist, and he's going to say some sort of prayer that's going to, he's basically making a prayer that may your soul find eternal rest rather than the grasp of the great bat kind of thing.
Nice.
Oh, the Great Bat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought you said the Great Bat, and I was like, wow, Jimmy. Jimmy English.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
No, my character's just like, yeah, you don't get to go to your god.
Do you take his necklace?
Yeah.
It could come in handy.
Is Billy still conscious?
No, Billy.
Okay.
Billy's out.
Billy's slipping away.
Did you
So
want to try
Aaron's
to?
got-
Did you want to try to heal him, or bind
No.
his wounds? Okay. Cool.
No, we're all good with the cultists bleeding out on the floor. Good. I'm glad that I turned you all into.
I was gonna like stick my finger in the wound and making you tell me information.
we're
so
terrible.
It didn't work before.
Aaron, you kind of wrestle with Toddy for like half a second
Yeah.
before knocking him on his butt, and you take his keys from him. Are you opening the desk?
Yeah, I'll open it.
Hey, Roxy, are we missing music?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe.
Oh,
So that
I
means
don't
playing,
want
it's
to
just
open. I don't want to
quiet.
open the desk now when you asked about music.
While they're working on the desk, I want to go open the crate.
Oh, the crate. Okay. Well, I'm gonna deal with the crate first because I don't.
I'm just gonna throw this out, Matt. I mean, if it's getting ready to get hot and heavy, do we need to take a break, or we want to just power through and take a break after?
I could kind of.
Let's take a break.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
but
let's go and take a break. No. We
I'm-
should. Yeah.
Now
that
we've
we've
if
got
we're
them
getting ready to
subdued, let's go ahead
get
and take one.
spooky, let's take a brief
Yeah.
break. We do appreciate y'all being in chat. If you're still there, please stick with us. It'll only be about 10 minutes. There will be a video telling you how long we've been away and when you can expect to see us back. So if you just give us one brief 10-minute second, we'd really appreciate it. Come back for more Illuminated Page in 10. And we're live.
Hey, we're back. That was well timed, David.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
welcome back.
where is he?
Welcome back
And
to
I'm sorry,
Illuminated.
our viewers are just gonna have to deal with me eating a little bit between.
No, that's fine.
Just
here.
mute
As long as we don't
yourself.
have to hear it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just no.
That,
Is that
Welcome.
MSR now?
Yeah.
ASMR, yeah.
Welcome back to
ASMR.
Eliminated Page here on the Quiett Gentleman Entertainment channel. If you haven't subscribed and followed, please do so. That'd be great. We would be very appreciative. As a reminder, Roxanne, on Wednesdays, you're playing in Savage Ravenloft, right?
Yep, every other Wednesday. So the Wednesdays before Illuminated Page. So just last
So
night.
last night.
Yep,
Cool.
was our episode 2. So 2 weeks from last night, you can join us at twitch.tv/CFTRPG for, Savage Ravenloft. It's Curse of Strahd, but we're using Savage Worlds mechanics. And it's been a really good time. I play an alienist over there.
Yeah, you're playing very like Victorian London feel to it instead of a
Yeah,
like
and-
medieval kind of thing.
Yeah, we've hit up. We're in Barovia now, but yeah, it's got a definite Ripper. If anybody's familiar with the Rippers or the Rippers Resurrected setting for Savage Worlds, that is what we're using. And one of my patients over there in Savage Ravenloft, Nicholas Wright, is in the chat now as Guess I'm Salad. So we've had, I think, most
But
of the
is
cast
he
part-
actually salad, or are we just guessing at that?
Well, he's guessing he is, so I think that's the important part. It's whatever you think you are. You are what you think you are.
believing in yourself
Yeah.
is important.
And then on Fridays, I'm just gonna plug both games, Roxy, because
Please do.
people should go see you
That's
play. On Fridays, you're playing Hell on Earth,
Yeah, so
which
I'm
is the Weird West Deadlands but taken to
post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
and you're playing Saint.
Saint Louis Dufresne. I am yeah. Do you like that? Do you like my one almost Cajun voice? Saint Louis
Yeah.
Dufresne. He is a Templar out of New Orleans, and he is now traveling with this. Well, he has met up with a group of scavengers in where are we? Shit, Sacramento. In Sacramento, California. Or no, we were heading for Sacramento. I don't know. We're somewhere in California, and we were fighting raiders when we last left. So
Fantastic.
it's
cool.
It's a lot of fun, and that's over on twitch.tv/. This is kind of a long one, but it's the League of Explorers. But if you put underscores in the middle of those 3 words, so League_of_Explorers, you will find us there. They are not streaming tonight, but they stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I'm only on
and I'm
Friday.
sure you could put both of those links down in
I definitely
the.
can.
Yeah.
I will
check so that people can go over there and follow that. The rest of us are slackers and aren't playing any other streams right now. But
Except for
that
ones on
doesn't
this
mean
channel.
that will change. Yeah,
I
ones
was
on this
gonna
channel.
say.
Yeah,
I barely got time for this one.
yeah, no, that's fair. You're an important
You're like a professor in
guy
crap
now,
and
yeah.
getting your foot.
busy
Footed.
raising money to go on your expeditions to the Antarctic. I don't know.
I just like to say that some of my very good friends are the Dufresnes, and they're from Cutoff, Louisiana.
Oh, well, that can be
so
where I'm
they-
from.
Is that an actual city cut off?
Yes, it is. It's named
Oh,
so
dude.
because that's where the road cuts off before it goes into the Gulf.
And you know
It's about as far south as you can go before you run out of land. So
you know better, Matt, because we've told you about Cut and Shoot, which is a part of Texas just north of here.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
I assume though, Roxy, that like your character has some sort of chariot pulled by Nutri-Rats.
You know, what's funny is
That
the
would be
episode before I joined, they actually fought mutated nutria rats. A whole swarm of them was covering this guy, and the GM actually called them Mutria. So
Oh no.
Funny, scary thing.
Oh, no.
So down the street from we've had an invasion of nutria rats recently, huge invasion.
have we?
And
Yeah, and I sent
What?
Matt a picture of it.
yeah, but how did I not? This is I was supposed to be down there a month ago, and how did I miss this? This is
But-
terrible.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is so with the hurricane yesterday, or was it? Yesterday morning, on the highway not too far away from us, on my way to work, a nuclear waste truck fell over.
Oh my god!
So everybody's trying to escape the hurricane, going up this major road, and it's blocked off because of nuclear waste on the highway. And everywhere I'm going, people will start singing, Teenage Mutant Ninja Nutria.
Who's singing
Teenage
that?
Mutant Ninja Nutria. Yeah.
Oh god!
you can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
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 All right. So let's talk about the game. Let's get back to that. So Aaron, you've got the keys to the desk.
I am going to open the desk.
You open the desk, and after a quick look through, the only thing that's actually important is a small account book for 1925. It's the sole ledger in the desk. It shows several shipments to Mortimer Wycroft in Concudgery that are marked with the symbol of the cult of the Sandbat.
Oh my gosh.
And those were sent by coastal packet to Port Hedlund and then inland by rail to Concudgery.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna need to spell those names. So what was the man's name?
Mortimer
Mortimer. Got that.
Wycroft, Wycroft.
It's a very posh name.
Yes, and he lives in Concudgery. Cuncudgerie.
And that's in Australia?
Yes.
Where is? Do we know where that is relative to Port Hedlund and Darwin?
Down the rail line. So nowhere near here. Yeah.
And then you said several entries marked with the Cult of the Bat were shipped to him.
Yes. Jimmy, you know that Concudgery is about 150 miles inland from Port Hedlund.
I'll relay that to the group.
Also, so marked are shipments to Fong Imports in Shanghai,
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
and a scheduled shipment that is here somewhere. There are 2 scheduled shipments going to the Penhew Foundation.
Well, they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, but we knew about the Fong imports. I have a note here. Ho Fong imports in Shanghai had something to do with the 16th centimeter statue of Yig.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was.
but-
It came from them to.
The guy that shot us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like more proof that the whatever's going on is also in Shanghai as well. So,
Absolutely. Well, and
this is
Further-
really concrete proof.
it's also
Further,
yes.
it is shown that the Sandbat cult is paying double the normal cost for Randolph to ship stuff.
Nice. Okay.
Can I get so David, or I'm sorry, Dalphus, you open the crate that you're sitting on. It's a weak softwood crate. It's splintered. It splinters easily. It reveals a grotesque wooden idol about 3 foot high. It's Kuri made, covered with white painted geometric lines. It's humanoid, but without hair and with a strange, round, thick whiskers, like tentacles. The creature's hands and feet end in flipper-like appendages. The eyes are round with jaded facets and it has a cruel expression.
Well, that's gonna look good in my office.
Well, it's going to look good with a sanity check.
I was gonna say it sounds like a
Okay.
sanity check. You said it was a 3-foot statue.
3 foot wooden statue.
Yeah.
Where did my down to?
How do you spell Corey?
Koori.
62. All right, so I've just made it. Just good enough.
Look, I have a co-host now.
Yay!
Yay.
Duke.
Now you need to monologue your plan for world domination.
Well, he was walking around the room screaming because I'm not letting him upstairs because he won't be quit being a jerk to the other cats.
Oh,
He's so
He
soft.
keeps. He is, well, he's also been trimmed. He's not as soft as he was. But yeah, he's a good kitty.
I'm just gonna be thrilled. School's canceled tomorrow.
So he has tentacles.
I was like, why is school canceled? Oh, hurricanes. Yeah, so he's got tentacles and he looks angry. Did you get your save there? Your
yes.
sanity? Okay, so you don't lose any, but it does fill you with a bit of dread. Can you roll Cthulhu Mythos for me?
Okay.
I'll give you a bonus die even.
Ooh, nice.
Bonus die
I
on
need
Cthulhu
it.
Mythos is never a positive
So
thing.
is this episode going to be called I Shoot Billy, or I'm going to give you a bonus die for this? Because
I think we should call it, I'm going to give you a bonus die.
as you shoot Billy.
Billy, are you
Do
okay?
I want to spend luck on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
do it.
Okay.
Do it,
It's
do it,
gonna
do
take
it.
me
Wait, how much
take me
is
3
it?
luck.
Oh, three's
take
not.
me
Yeah,
three
if
luck,
it's
so-
under 5
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Good. You'll gain 2 points of Cthulhu Mythos.
Okay.
And lose some
You'll
and
roll,
that'll lose your sanity.
You'll roll a D. I'm sorry. You'll roll a sanity check, or you already made your sanity check. So
But
you'll
it-
lose a D6 worth of sanity now, as
Okay.
you realize that this is the visage of something you remember reading about, a great old one called Cthulhu.
Oh, the Big Daddy.
One of them, Azathoth, is the biggest daddy.
Yes,
But
he's the daddy of
he's
daddies.
blind and dumb. and just
Size
dances.
wise, maybe.
Yeah, we know Cthulhu is the big daddy. He's the one with the beard.
So there is another crate here that's going to the Penhew Foundation that you'll need to roll. One of you will need to roll 6d10.
Okay. Well, we'll be
10?
looking around for it.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
60. Wait, what did you say?
We're rolling 6 d10s. Is that what he said?
Is that what you
One
said?
of you is rolling 6d10.
Okay, then
Just one person or everybody who's looking?
No, just one person.
I mean I have 6 right here unless you got it, Shawn.
I'll let y'all go.
I got it. Okay, I rolled 60-10.
What'd you get?
Do I?
Add it up.
9, 10, 14, 14, 23, 32.
After about a half hour of searching, 32 minutes to be exact, you find a second box
Dick.
out on the dock labeled Penhew Foundation. In the second crate is an odd device composed of machined rods, wheels, mirrors, and an eye tube. The thing is about 2 foot high and 1 foot wide and deep. There is a note. There's an enclosed letter from Dr. Huston, in which he describes it as a short-term survey device employed by the Yithians.
So, Claudius is going to take that letter.
And we all know who Dr. Huston is, right?
Yeah, this is the gentleman that was on the Carlisle expedition, was it not? Gentlemen? This is one of the names I recognize from Jules' writings. The Yithians.
And the device was from the Yithians? Yeah, I was going to ask the same question.
Yithians.
Did that have anything?
Yithians.
Okay, this is kind of... I was going to do it in character, but if I'm completely off base, let's make it out of character. But Claudius is going to go... He's going to flip... He's going to pull out Jules' journal and flip a little bit, and he's going to look for the entry that she wrote in her... Or the letter about Bobby's time in the painting. And he's going to say... Was that? I mean, did we even know? I mean, I know that that Yig is the snake people.
Yig and Yith
are two separate. Right, are two separate.
Two very separate. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure that it was nothing the same in that incident.
No.
Okay, then he looks, but he's like, okay, no, I just see here a note about the statue of Yig, not anything about Yith. But Dalphus, do you recognize this device? It looks like some sort of scope.
Well, the note says surveillance or survey device.
Does it look like any sort of telescope or anything that I would have used before?
No.
Does it look like anything I could recognize at all?
You could probably figure out how to put it together if you sat down with it, but you'd need mechanical knowledge to really figure that out.
Okay.
It'd take a little bit of time, but even once you have it together, you're not sure what it would do.
Can we roll or I roll something to see if I've heard of anything about Yithians in any of like the manuscript? Because I read that Nicotic manuscript and stuff.
Yeah, you can roll Cthulhu Mythos.
Okay.
While they're doing that, can I? I'm going to start first aiding myself if possible.
Oh, you're
going to start what?
Can I do a first aid check on myself?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you probably should have done that a while ago.
Well, we've been everybody's been going.
I didn't pass my Cthulhu Mythos.
That's a hard success.
I'm less interested in what this device does, and I'm more interested in denying it to the Penhew Foundation.
Okay.
Matt, does he get to roll a D3 or a D6 for his health? He got a hard success.
D3.
All right. Well, I at least am healed a little bit.
And
or no,
John,
first aid only heals. Do you have medicine or first aid?
No. We're bypassing that rule. First aid will still let him heal.
Okay, cool. Well, he only got one anyway.
Yeah.
More importantly, though, John, how much damage did you take?
I took 7, so that's more than half my hit points.
So that's a major
wound. Yes,
wound.
you actually have a major wound.
Oh.
So you can either heal a point of damage or get rid of the major wound.
I'll get rid of the major wound.
Yeah, because you'll heal every day.
Yeah.
I think it's like a hit point every day.
Yep.
Yeah, so I didn't.
It's actually on the back of your character sheet that says that.
Does it? Sweet. Okay. Yep. I don't particularly. I mean, I see that Jimmy is not in a great way, but you're not at least bleeding out or anything. But you are quite scuffed up. Sorry, I just saw the chat. But there's not a hospital anywhere in Darwin, I'm sure, correct?
Yeah, I wouldn't go to it.
There's a doctor.
No, I don't.
There's probably a couple of doctors.
So, where did... You said it was 30 miles inland for this concudgery?
100, I thought it was.
100 miles inland?
150 miles inland from Port Hedlund. So you're not even.
We're not
anywhere
even
near.
there yet. Okay.
No.
No.
Is there a phone in this office?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna suggest that we get out of here. And was our plane that we chartered, is it still in town, or is it just like a one flight?
You I would assume that
Chartered
you
it
chartered
for the day?
here and then also chartered it to Port Hedlund as well.
And Hedlund is more...
With the understanding. West.
Sure. But it has more amenities?
No.
No, it's just as bad?
Darwin is going to be Darwin's pretty big. That's a big air quotes there.
Yeah.
As far as Western Australia goes.
Yeah.
Port Hedland's going to be smaller. I got to look and see. It's considered a village.
Okay. So we're going to have to find somewhere to stay overnight. I'd assume. Which I'm not thrilled about.
Well, we could always tie up Toddy. I'm sure no one's going to come looking for him till...
I don't want to sleep in this pit. It's like
No. I just want to tie him up so he doesn't go run tattling to somebody before we leave.
When was is he still conscious? We haven't knocked him out or anything, have we?
No, you haven't knocked him out. He's just been
Sitting there.
kind of thrown to the ground.
I threw him on his pallet. He's good.
Mr. Randolph, Claudius kneels down, and tries to talk to him at least kind of on his level. When was the last time you accepted a shipment for the Penhew Foundation?
I don't accept them. Oh, you mean as far as sending out?
Yeah, whatever he was. What was the last job what was the job you were in the middle of for the Penhew Foundation?
I mean, we've got it in the account.
Yeah,
book.
it's those two crates right there.
Yeah, but when was the date on those?
Those were dropped off about a week ago.
Where are they supposed to go?
To the
concudgery?
London. No, to London.
They were going to London?
They're going from here to London.
Okay. So you've sat on them for a week. So was that under...
I'm waiting for the right boat.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Sorry.
How big was that crate that survey tool was in?
Big-ish.
I mean, can I push it off the pier into the water?
Yeah, you probably do that, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'd like. What?
Just the crate, right? Not the thing inside of it.
Do we want it?
No, he wants to get rid of it all.
I want to get rid of it. I don't want the Penhew Foundation to have it, so I'm just gonna push it in the water.
But the device?
Yeah.
How big is this device?
I mean, I don't know how to use it.
It's 2 foot high by 1 foot wide and 1 foot deep.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's heavy-ish, but it's because it's all metal.
I want to take it out.
If you guys want to keep it,
I want to take it out, and I want to put Billy's body in the box if it would fit.
Not a box that's for 1 by 2 by 1.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He's not gonna.
Billy's.
well, I mean, if we fold Billy, no.
I don't think any of us have that level of strength. He was a
Got
big
any
boy.
marshmallows? Just stuff some marshmallows in his body and throw him in the river.
Marshmallows?
Crocodiles like marshmallows, I'm sure.
Oh,
Alligators
okay.
do.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
No. When was your next pickup or drop off from this bat group?
Only when they come to me that I don't have scheduled shipments.
Do you have a contact in town?
In
town
Darwin?
Here? Yeah.
No, Billy was normally the person they talked to, and They sent him here to watch me, but other than that, no.
Ooh, that's going to turn out bad for you, isn't it?
I'm gonna give you. Do I want to do that?
Is there any information in the books or anything about the Huston? Where Huston might be, where the stuff's coming from, or anything like that?
Yeah, where did this pin... Oh, they were going to the Penny Foundation in London. So, yeah, where did that second crate come from?
They were brought here by the cult.
Okay.
Does he have one of those things on his neck too?
He does not.
He's just a grunt. The other guy was just there to make sure. Was this the box that that Billy had been prepping to load onto a boat?
No, he was just moving some boxes around, prepping them for
Okay.
the next
So-
boat come in.
You were charging twice as much as necessary, and you were moving stuff. What were you doing? Drinking all the money?
Well, I mean, not all of it. You got to pay for the boats, and you got to pay for Billy, and rent on this building isn't cheap. And
I think the rent wouldn't be a problem, but hey, what do I know?
What business do you typically do? I mean, I understand shipping, but how often do you do work with Hofong Imports in Shanghai?
not very often. Just whenever the cult tells me to send stuff there.
So again, it's associated with the cult.
Yeah.
Are there any crates here going to them?
No.
Do you ever receive things to give to the cult, or do they only bring things to you?
I'm gonna need everybody to roll psychology.
That's a no.
Yeah.
That's
Failed.
a no.
That's a no.
I might have it. Hang on. 48 under 50, just barely.
Nice.
Okay. No, I don't ever send things, and that's an absolute lie.
You're lying, Randolph.
Well, I don't send it to the same people.
Who'd you send it to?
You guys did look at the book. You know that Mortimer Wycroft gets shipments in country, and they're marked with the Cult of the Sandbat. So those have got to be the things he's
talking
trying
about.
to hide
Okay.
from you, but he's not doing any good job at.
Okay, sure. I just wanted to. I was trying to make sure there wasn't anything else going on,
Sure,
or
sure.
another name that he doesn't have written down. All right.
Is this place full of crates?
Yeah, there's quite a few crates.
Look,
You can just start randomly opening other crates.
It's shipment material. It's just stuff to be shipped. Nothing fancy. Just things here that they have shipped in or out of here.
So I guess the two questions that we have, we know where we're going. What are we going to do with that statue? Because it's creepy as get out. And what are we going to do with the survey device? Are we taking it with us?
When is the boat coming
Yes.
that you were waiting for, Randolph?
Should be here day after tomorrow.
Dalphus, do
How
you
big
want
was the statue again?
3 foot?
3 foot tall.
Do you want it?
Made of
Dalphus?
wood.
How heavy was it?
It's the weight of 3 foot worth of wood. It's not super heavy, but it's not light either.
Well, this
We
is what
could
I
I'd
was.
say probably.
This is what I was
we
Are
going
we
to
wrap
say.
talking
it.
African wood or European wood?
Australian.
Yeah,
It's made by the natives in Australia.
Australian.
No, Claudius would pull Dalphus aside and say, if you really want this, there's plenty of shipping materials here that we could label it for someone else. If you wanted to send it back to Miskatonic.
That sounds like a good idea.
Along with that other device. 'Cause I can-
Yeah, we could do that too, unless Jimmy really needs to take a look at that device. I mean, I don't want to send it away from him if he wants to look at it too.
nah.
And you guys are operating under the suspicion or the assumption that Toddy over here won't change the address label after we leave.
Toddy
You're
does
operating
not.
on the assumption that we're going to let Toddy live when we leave here.
That was kind of my thinking.
Well-
But there's also there's the issue that Toddy goes where the money is, and I can play that game.
Can we back up for just a second.
Sure.
Did you guys bring Dodge?
No, we left him back at wherever we got off the airport there. No, he's back at the bar.
Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. But
No,
you brought him to
he'd be
Darwin, and he's
freaking
going to
out.
go with you to Port Hedlund. That's
Yeah.
fine. I was just
We'll
Yeah, I
work on
forgot
that.
about
That we
that
were going to
too.
do some shady stuff that I don't think the good professor would have enjoyed.
sure.
We know where we're going next.
Give him a lesson on how it really works.
And the thing is that, honestly, tell them where we're going.
I've done that before. It never turns out good.
Well, the thing is
This is for that bad peer review.
the thing is, we're going to go to his contact, and we got that name because of him. He needs to understand that he's on our side, or
I think we're all getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I mean, right now, Dodge is an ally. But
I'm not talking about Dodge.
oh, you're talking about Carter or Toddy?
Yeah.
I'm calling him Randolph Carter in my head for Lovecraft reasons. But now, Mr. Randolph, I'm going to propose I'm going to propose something to you. Is he bound, or is he just on the
No, he's just on his little pallet.
I'm gonna kind of help him sit up on his pallet there, and I'm gonna kind of very, very deliberately straighten his outfit, kind of smooth out his thinning hair, and give him a little on the side of the face, and be like, you like money, right? Because money buys the booze.
Yes.
Okay, well, can you do me a favor if I pay you well for it?
Maybe.
Well, it's either a yes and you do it and get paid, or it's anything else and you don't get an option of what happens next. And you certainly aren't going to need the money.
Yes.
I'm going to pack some stuff in a box, and I'm going to put a shipping label on it. And you're going to put it on the boat. And you're not
Okay.
going to change anything. You're not going to send it anywhere else. You're just going to do it exactly how I set it up. And I will pay you well for it.
Okay.
So what are you going to do? When I put the shipping label on there, are you going to put it...
Make sure when the boat gets here in a couple of days that it gets on the boat and goes exactly where you were sitting it.
And where is the boat headed that you were waiting on?
It will go from here to Singapore to South Africa and then to London.
Do you get any boats that come through here that go to the States?
Yeah, there's a boat that comes through here regularly that goes to San Francisco.
Fantastic. When does that boat come?
A couple days. It'll be the day after the other
The day
one.
after the other one? I'm going to write a check. For twice the amount that he was paid to ship these other ones.
You could probably have that cash.
Okay. That's fine. How much are we talking?
It'd probably be a good deal of your reserve cash, which just means that you need to stop here in Darwin before you go anywhere else for more.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to give him... blah, 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 blah. The Sampson and Yarrow Shipping Company will put you on retainer, Mr. Randolph, for any packages that we need shipped through this area, if that sounds... So I will pay you this now, and then if you do this for us, and it gets to where I'm expecting it to go, I will continue to give you work. Are you interested?
Yes.
Do I believe him?
Roll psychology.
That's a 37 under 58.
Yeah.
He seems as honest as a drunk that works for a cult can be.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Claudius is going to hand him the cash, and he'll make an offhand comment about, I'll be sure to I'll be checking in on this here in a couple days when that boat is to come. Make sure that this package is still there.
Mm-hmm. It will be.
Appreciate your time, Toddy. You have a what? Is Toddy short for something, or is that the name your mama gave you? It's fine. It's fine. I didn't know.
Short for Toddarian.
Toddarian.
Wow. Well, Mr. Randolph, that is quite a name.
Mother of flagons.
I'm gonna bid you good night, sir. But yeah, keep an eye out for me here in a couple days. And just know that for whomever you might be worried has eyes on you because of the work you do, just trust that I have just as many eyes as they do.
He nods vigorously.
And Claudius can't take the stink of whiskey and smell and body odor anymore, and he walks out.
Okay. You guys walking out with Claudius?
I do, but I'm agitated.
I'm pushing the body into the water.
Okay.
So, Dalphus, are you still inside?
By the time you're done and ready to leave out, I would be too. Otherwise I did was just kind of look around and see if there's anything else useful, more information or anything we might want.
Sure.
Yeah, and you didn't see anything else really.
Yeah, Claudius takes a deep breath, takes a couple gulps of fresh air, runs in, fills out the shipping label that he wants, puts it in the ledger, and sends it to marks it for Samson and Yarrow. In New
Where's
York.
it going specifically? New York?
Yeah.
Okay. Works for me.
So via San
Okay.
Francisco.
Yeah.
He's like, you pack it well and you pack it good. And he takes down the pertinent information of the Randolph Shipping Company and files it in his little booklet.
Mm-hmm.
He at least makes it all look pretty official. And when they leave and get far enough away, he does mention, he was like, and if we need to kill him later, we can.
I don't think, and that's what I'm agitated about. I'm like, I don't think your package is getting there. I think as soon as the cult of the bat is going to gut him before he ever sends it out. I don't think you realize.
Then they're going to have to find another way to get it there. Which I'm not
that's
saying
the thing.
they
If we leave that there and just head out, the cult is going to gut him and get their stuff back.
I don't think the boat is gone. I don't know.
I just
How
don't.
long ago? How long until that boat
2
going
days.
to United States?
Well, the day, yeah. So it's
3 days.
3 days. It's the day after tomorrow.
We can watch.
I don't want to stay in Darwin for 3 days. I don't
So
even
be
want to
it.
come back and make sure it's here. I have a relative amount of trust that guy has just as much loyalties as money. You can trust him as far as you can pay him, and I paid him much better than they
I
did.
understand what he's saying, though. It's not about his loyalty. It's about whether they're going to not hear from Billy and then come back here and just kill him.
Because they already
Before.
know that Billy's dead. I can guarantee you that they already know that Billy's dead.
Well, Claudius believes Aaron is his paranoia is showing again. And he just goes, I understand your feelings on it, Aaron. I do. But if staying here for 3 days is really what we want to do, but we have business elsewhere, we can come back.
I don't mind. How long is it going to take us to get where we're going? 150 miles.
We have a plane ready to take us to Port Hedlund right now. Now, getting inland to Concudgery or whatever,
Yeah.
that is not on the day's itinerary.
And likely is not flyable.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 150 miles into the desert.
Right now, I'm just not worried. I say we keep going.
All right.
Aaron, you are more than welcome to give me an I told you so if that statue pops up in the hands of some wild man.
Oh, I will. I'm not so much worried about the statue. I'm worried about the other device and what that means for what we saw in Egypt.
I mean, a survey device can be a measuring device.
I'm not as worried
To
about...
our idea, I mean, at this time in history, surveillance is not necessarily something that is... I mean, besides private eyes, did it look like a camera?
No, but it looks
Claudius
like something
is-
that you might use to work the maps that we saw in the pyramid. I'm sure your wife documented that in her journal.
About the maps? She mentioned
Yeah.
them, like a star chart. My thing with that is that particular map is... My understanding is it's in the desert now. It's buried.
Different god.
What do you mean, different god?
Yig. It's not the one we're up against.
No, Yithians.
Well, Yithians.
Yeah, I don't know who the Yithians are. You recognize that name, Dalphus? I assume we're saying all this as we head back to the Bertram's
Oh, yeah,
Bertram's
definitely.
Outback Inn to find Dodge, because Claudius is quite interested to tell Dodge about, and I'm sure Dalphus is too, that we have proof that now the Sandbat is also associated with the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh
And Bloody Tongue.
and the Cult of the Bloody Tongue and whatever the other... I thought there was another one, but there's the Mountain of the Black Wind, I think was a painting. But, so yeah. So, I mean, we can revisit this if we're still upset about it. But we get back to the pub. And, oh yeah, well, I asked Office, have you ever heard of Yith?
Have I, Matt?
Roll Cthulhu Mythos.
Okie
Yeah, yours is better than mine. I failed it outright.
Dude, my Cthulhu is like a whopping 2.
Yeah. Because you read that, you've only read that one book.
You don't want it high.
No,
You really
no,
don't.
I know.
No, you don't. You're not familiar with the Yithians at all.
That name sounds a little familiar with something I've read, but not enough that I know really what it is.
All right. Well, let's go
Jimmy?
talk to
What exactly?
the Yithians.
What about them?
Have you heard of them?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get back to.
Just being honest, I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, I know. I love you're slipping into Bobby's accent. I don't know where Jimmy's from. I know he's from Appalachia, but
Well, that's where he ended up. He was actually from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. He's from Arkham. He's from Lovecraft.
He's wicked
country.
smart.
Wicked smart. He's got a car that's got smart pack.
Oh, sorry, no, Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay, that's a little different.
Smart pack.
Smart pack.
Smart pack.
Smart pack.
Smart pack. He's got smart pack. God. Smart pack.
Love that commercial.
I loved it, but for reasons not related to that. But yeah, so we get back there and we tell Dodge, and we're like,
We gotta get out of Dodge, Dodge.
he's been waiting. He's been all agitated over there playing Grumpy Aaron, and now he's like, hee, dad joke.
Pretty much. And I was not frustrated at all about our play. I was trying to be Aaron.
You're doing your paranoia
Okay.
for
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think he'll live long enough to ship it, but
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, Claudius is like, no, it's
I'm
okay.
100% fine with flying back here and getting my money back over his dead body.
You did say that the the device was in pieces, right?
Yeah, it'd have
Yeah.
to be put together.
Okay.
Did you want to take a piece of it, Aaron? Do we want to retcon that? For a $5 donation, you can retcon and take the iTube.
we could, a small part of it can slip in our bag, you know, so even if they did manage to get it, it would be useless.
And we have the letter
Oh.
from Huston as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I should just let them give you guys bits to raise your Cthulhu mythos.
Oh,
Because that would be fantastic.
but we would lose sanity.
Exactly.
The higher our Cthulhu mythos
it's
gets, the
worth
lower
it.
the sanity gets, and I don't like that very much. All right. Are you okay?
Not my sanity.
Can I use channel points real quick to give myself something?
Not yet. We haven't figured out what we're doing with channel points yet. Not quite yet.
Yeah, because I think we all have like 40,000 of them right now.
Something like
I'm
that.
only sitting at 15K.
I got 41K.
But you don't-
I
You
got
watch it very often.
23,000.
You guys watch this show way more than I do.
We do. They're always in chat. Well, and they watch other
Um,
shows that we do, Matt. I only have
yeah, well-
8,000. So
I'm
yeah,
Talking about this is my favorite channel.
yeah.
Yay!
So we get into Bertram's. Claudius orders whatever their. He orders the closest thing to water they offer, cold water. He's still
It's
getting.
Australian ale.
Not
He's
cold.
still getting the. He's still getting the residual taste of BO and whiskey off of his body, and off of his tongue just from breathing in that warehouse.
So you order an Australian ale.
Sure, yeah.
My
It-
character's going to find a bed and he's going to go
Fosters.
lay up for a bit.
Yeah, in this inn, we've got places to stay in it.
Technically not an inn. It's more of a place to drink.
Just a pub.
Oh.
But
so,
sure,
yeah,
why
I was
not?
gonna
We'll
say,
give you rooms. I don't care.
because we're going to get
It's
on
not
the
a big
plane
deal.
and leave town here
Okay,
in a
okay,
second.
okay.
So, God, I hope
You
there's a
sleep on the
place to
plane,
stay
Jimmy.
in Port Hedlund, or else we're going to have to fly all the way back to Sydney.
So are you grabbing Dodge and going, or do you want to talk to Dodge?
We're going to talk to Dodge. I don't know how I feel. Can we find like a dark corner or a corner
Yeah.
away from everybody else? And we're going to discuss some things with him, because he's also a cultologist, right? He's also in the same field as...
Yeah, he's definitely.
Because he had this
has
slideshow.
knowledge.
Okay.
He's not great at it, but go ahead. Yeah.
Did you want to have this conversation, Dalphus, or did you want Claudius to lead the?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we found some interesting information while we were at that warehouse, and I know that we have previously discussed with Professor Cowles that these cults were likely not working together. Correct?
That's correct.
Well, we just found, and did we take the ledger? No, we left the ledger. We just found evidence that the cult of the Sandbat is still operating. And who's got the pendant?
I do.
Show the pendant.
I'll toss it on the table for y'all.
This was being worn by one of the workers there, and this symbol was also marked on ledger lines for several shipments coming out of Concudgery, headed to various places, but primarily London, dealing with the Pinhue Foundation, which, if you recall from our discussion with Professor Cowles, is where we found the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. And so we're quite sure that we are looking at the same problems.
Concudgery is somewhat close to where McWhirr thought that where McWhirr's discovery was.
Then we have added it to our list of places that we should probably head. But we do need to get to Port Hedlund first. Does any of this, have you ever heard of someone or a group of people called the Yithians?
No, I have not.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well,
And do you know where Huston's dig site is?
Who's Huston?
We got the note on in the crate.
well, he
and-
know Matt knows who
No,
Huston is.
Matt knows.
Dodge
Oh,
doesn't.
No clue.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was like,
Are you asking to see what his response is, David, or were you literally asking him?
Literally asking to see if he might have known, have heard.
Because my understanding is Huston is just a medical doctor.
He's a psychologist.
Okay.
Specifically.
I got him confused with somebody then.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not an archaeologist.
Huston was the guy that got his out of character. Huston was the guy that got his greedy little grasps into shoot, what's his name's mind?
Yeah, Carlisle.
Carlisle. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Roger Carlisle's personal psychologist. Okay, well,
Personal
we need to,
creep.
yeah, we need to.
Huston is sending stuff though, right?
Huston was the one who wrote the letter and sent the device via the
Randolph
Concudgery
Shipping
people.
Company.
Yeah, Randolph Shipping
Yeah.
Company. Yeah, we don't know that it came from Concudgery. It just came from the cult, right?
Right.
That's what the guy said, Randolph, because I asked him about all the packages. But we do need to get to our plane to get to Port Hedlund. But I do want to ask Professor Dodge. Now is the time where we decide whether or not we want to head back to Sydney or where we continue to pursue this. Are you interested in continuing this pursuit, or would you like us to take you back to Sydney?
I assumed that I was going with you at least as far as Port Hedlund to introduce you to Mackenzie.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you decide to go into the desert, I would be happy to help arrange that expedition as well and go along with you.
Well, we appreciate your benevolence, so let's go ahead then and head to the plane.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to describe the next bit, and then we're going to leave on a little bit of a cliffhanger, which means there's not going to be a whole lot of interaction from you guys.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
but this is the best way to really...
And sorry I've been talking a lot, y'all.
No, you're doing fine. So the plane lands, and as you disembark and kind of pull your bags down, there's a building at the edge of the little tiny town. It's maybe 30 or 40 buildings. The building says on its faded sign, and the building is clearly closed and has been for a while. The faded sign says Chapel of Luminous Erudition, which, Jimmy, you recognize as very similar to the Church of the Starry Wisdom.
Interesting.
And that'll be it for this week, guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks with our next installment of Illuminated Page. Next week is the Shell Game, the
Yep,
finale
final
of the
episode
Shell
of
Game.
the Shell Game.
Will our spies live or die? Will they be eaten by commie?
We made it back to
KGB agents.
West Berlin, so we are back in at least safe territory. So yeah, but we'll
Safe.
see. Yeah, can
Safe.
we? Well, West Berlin was at least had some American embassies and stuff, so safe. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that show, of course, features John as Control, myself as Agent Osprey, Shawn as Agent Flint, and then Alyssa Appleton from Total Party Kill as and a number of other things, but as Agent Hemlock. And so yeah, come support that show. We've had a lot of fun with it. We've got a really cool layout, and all of our stuff is in black and white. You know, all of our cameras and stuff, because it takes place in the early 60s.
I will say you probably have never seen another stream like it.
Fantastic.
I'd like to think.
Puzzles,
but yeah.
puzzles that the audience can interact with. Some ciphers to go through, stuff like that. Yeah, it's great.
And if you guys want to help us out, of course, following us here, subscribing here, those are all great things. You can also follow us over on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Quiett Gentleman Entertainment. And then Twitter at Quiett Gentleman Entertainment as well. You can see all the rest of our normal Twitter handles on the screen already. If you have any ideas for what you'd like to see us use channel points or bits for, send us a message. We'd be happy to hear about it.
And we're fitting to have a Discord server. So if Discord is
Yeah.
your jam, be on the lookout either at Facebook or on Twitter at any of our usernames, which are all conveniently on the screen for you. Follow us. Definitely Facebook for Quiett Gentleman Entertainment, and then any of our Twitter accounts. But be looking for that because there will be a community Discord starting up quite soon.
Yeah, and we may open that up early to our subscribers. So if you are interested in getting in on the ground floor, subscriptions would be pretty important for that. So otherwise, I think that's it for us tonight, and we will talk to you guys Tuesday for Piratey Adventures.
Arr. So,
all right, thank you guys. We'll see you next. We'll see you Tuesday.
Sanity widower.
yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.